Hello, everybody. Did you miss us? We missed you. It's so good to see you again. How you doing out there? I hope that you're well. I hope that you're having fun and getting to come and relax with us. But welcome, my lovelies, to Taeve's Tall Tales. Nothing like watching that viewer count drop 3 people. As soon as I said hello. I have a feeling it was my stream mates. But yes, welcome in. Today is going to be an interesting session, by which I mean I have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. So, yes, allow me to take over. I'm going to quickly post, say hello. And hopefully... what was that? Oh. Okay, that's fine. Hello. I'm going to hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You should.
Yes.
I can hear you. Hopefully you're audible to stream. You should be. But whether or not things are actually working on a Sparrow stream is entirely, up to chance. I admit I am a little bit exhausted. Sorry?
Have you changed the scene?
No. That is a good question. A good point. There we go.
Just 'cause I was going to see if we would light up. Hey, there it is.
There we go. We're here. Hello.
Hello.
I'm already exhausted. As you guys can hear.
You've been at work all day, you're fine.
Yeah. I've been at work all day. I'm still recovering from the flu. This freaking camera keeps raising up, which is fine if I was hoping to get a different kind of shot for this episode, but it's not really appropriate for anything else. But yeah, welcome on in. Yeah, it has been a day, it has been a week, it has been, honestly, it's been a month. A year, yeah. Frick, it's already March.
It's been a decade, it's fine.
Yeah, no, you guys, I was in a call with you and a couple other people, PG, and you guys were telling me how old you are, and my freaking heart dropped. I was like, oh, yeah. I aged 30 years, what the fuck?
To know I'm not like the youngest in that group. One is so weird because I'm usually like the youngest in groups, but I'm also like, I'm glad I'm not the youngest. Yeah,
fair. Although I will be honest, it is actually really relieving that I am not the oldest in this group. Fine.
Everyone point and laugh.
Space isn't here. They didn't hear me.
Oh.
What? Sorry?
Nothing. It's perfectly fine and good and fine. Welcome in.
I'm totally gonna go back through the VOD later.
Oh, you don't need to do that. You totally don't need to do that.
No, I totally am gonna. Chat.
Oh no!
Chat, what happened? What happened, chat?
Oh no, the VOD isn't going to exist.
Okay.
There'll be a copy saved and then it's just gonna perish and then that bit will be edited out. It's fine.
That is something I can do when I upload this.
Chat, help me out. What happened? I know chat won't lie to me.
We were calling you old.
That is
I am in fact old, yes.
That is the worst way to have put that. I was saying...
The thing is, I thought you were here and listening. I would never knowingly say something mean about you behind your back.
Yeah. No, you've got to say it to their face.
Yeah.
As much as you can over a Discord call. Oh man. But yeah, you can hear.
No, it's okay. You can call me old. I call myself old.
This feels like
You're
a trap.
not actually old. I just thought, yeah.
Feels like a trap.
Wait, do you actually know how old I am?
I don't know if
I don't know how old you are. It's a trap. Hello to my
like early 30s, aren't you?
I'm gonna be 37 this year.
Wait, honestly? And
yeah.
I think that's a compliment, I hope.
Like I said, I drink the tears of my friends to keep young.
I'm gonna be
It works.
32
Can I
this year.
say? Well, because like I thought both you and Sparrow were like maybe like late 20s, like
Aw,
between like
Hmm.
27 and 29, kind of that age.
that is really
like,
sweet. It's not going to save your character, but it is really, really sweet.
oh,
I hope you're feeling
I
okay,
just take
by the way,
very
Kate.
good care of myself.
And
I
like,
take good care of myself, I say, as I drink
Right.
a 23.5 ounce can of liquor.
well, hey,
Respectable.
since we're talking about age, I'm gonna be 23 this year in October.
Imagine
hey,
being 23.
there's a couple of songs about
like
it.
I said
Not
in a
yet.
previous stream, y'all are babies. You're babies.
I'm baby.
Are you,
You
most
are,
baby?
in fact.
Are you the
Of this
babiest?
group, yes.
It's weird. I'm not the oldest in the group, and it throws me. It throws me for a loop. And that's not in a
Relish.
creepy way. It's just like,
Yeah, just if you ever start feeling old, just remember I'm here.
thank you. Thank you so much.
No, you're not allowed to say mean things about yourself. Only we're
I
allowed
wasn't
to say
being
mean
mean.
things
That
about
was
you.
just a fact.
I was treating that as reassuring. It's like, I will be here to bonk you and go, why? Think.
Correct. This is why last stream I was giving all that advice about like going into your 30s, being super chill.
Yep. I actually had that clip, hey. Bonk,
Fantastic, because I stand by it.
I have a
bonk.
bonk.
Yay.
Yeah, bonk. Brackets affectionate.
Affectionate. Okay. So I know
However, I realize drinking this liquor might be a mistake.
it's like what, 3-4 a.m. for you?
Yeah, it's about to be 3 a.m.
Jesus.
Yeah, honestly, I can't judge you.
I work nights. This is
Still.
like 3 in the afternoon for me.
Okay, maybe wait 2 hours so it's 5 in the afternoon for you. You know,
Why
for
would I do that?
legal drinking time.
Fine.
I'm kidding, you do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Like, that is not up to me. I cannot police this.
The catch is that I cannot buy alcohol here until 7:01 a.m. They are
See.
very specific. It has to be 7:01
Why?
701.
Why? Why? What is that?
because they're
1
weird.
minute?
I don't know. I tried to buy a bottle of wine at a grocery store at 6:50, and they're like, "Oh, no, you have to wait until 7:01." And it was like 7, and I scanned it, and it wouldn't let me. And they're like, "No," and they're like looking at their watch, and they're like, "Hold on, hold on."
I just realized
Okay,
chat
now
isn't
try
coming
to
up on the
scan
other
it.
screen. For some reason, it just wasn't coming up at all, but I figured I'd transfer
5
to
o'clock
this.
somewhere is going to be East U.S. coast.
Good thing. Smooth. Very
It's my
smooth.
girlfriend's time
I
zone.
don't think Umbra's portrait has.
My Fujitech is fucking broken at the moment. I don't know why. It just keeps going like,
right.
oh, the connection to Discord failed. And it's like, excuse me, no, it
I
didn't.
see.
Let me log it out and log it back in.
Sparrow, is it possible to like move the portrait so that it clips slightly off screen?
Whose portrait?
Umbra's.
Worst comes to worst, someone else will just have to, like, Sparrow might just have to do it manually
that?
within the Fujitech if it doesn't change.
Oh yeah, like that. Just because, so you can enlarge it. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
if you try and fit the entire thing off screen, the portrait ends up being smaller than the others.
I've tried it, but Fujitech
Yeah,
just doesn't wanna work.
that's better. Yeah.
Does that work for everybody? Does that look okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the extra work that you've put in to fix all of these, by the way. Really appreciate it.
That's all right.
Okay.
Okay, so Leo, it's working for the time being, so you don't have to change it at the moment.
I've tried, but Fujitech is just broken for my computer at the moment. It just doesn't want to work.
It's fine.
Don't
It was
fix
just a narrower portrait, so it fit on screen. But this works for the time being.
Okay. Are we ready to begin?
Yes.
Emotionally, no.
Ah, brilliant.
Yes.
Okay. Let me make sure my phone is on silent. Yes. Let me get my correct winter storm thing going on. If it's going to let me. See, Syrinscape has so many cool features and some really, really amazing like sound things. But do I use them? No, because I don't set up playlists in time. So I have to scroll through and find things.
That's the best way to do stuff.
Okay.
Oh, story time.
Story time. Okay, there we go.
Well, time to make more people fall in love.
I'm just picturing that start of the Severing game arc. Story time, story time.
Story time. Better love
New
than
story
war.
day.
That is true. That is very true. And honestly, it warms my heart. My sister and I are so pleased that you guys enjoy Athanos and Olisaya. I told
New
my
OTP.
sister. Yeah, I told my sister because she helps me build the world, right? And so I told my sister that what happened last session, and she just got the biggest grin on her face. Like, she was so proud, and I'm like, yes. That's what I wanted. Okay. Good evening, my dear adventurers. Welcome back to Taeve, a world of mystery and magic, of myth and life, of dungeons and indeed dragons. Where we left off, Carrok Outpost has been blanketed in ice, the air frigid as the effects of whatever emerged from the forest still seethed uncontained, roiling through the air. Having made the decision to chase down the merchant in the hopes of perhaps undoing what he did, whatever was let loose by letting him slip away from your grasp. In the midst of arranging transport, you milled around the outpost and involved yourself with Olisaya and Athanos. The two of which some of you made bets on whether or not they would learn to be less oblivious, but has yet to come to any fruition outcomes. Olisaya asked you to seek out Athanos' siblings within Talmon's Eye, the capital of Talmon. Speaking of some falling out with them, though she was understandably vague on details, as you don't imagine he would have shared too much with her. You arranged transport with the dwarven trio, Dagden, Boden, and Adan, after Diallo ran for what would be the first time in quite some time, apparently. And where we left off, the transport had been arranged for the next morning, leaving you within the outpost, free to do as you wish, even as the snow begins to settle and people kind of hunch over in these very warm, very dense jackets. The outpost is yours to explore, should you wish to. Is there anything you would like to do before I, dive into any sort of scene work?
I think I did all I needed to. Last time.
You wanted me to make a roll, didn't you? For
Oh yeah, for the sweater.
Yeah.
The sweater!
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Would you please do that for me? I was panicking because I'm like, what did I want you to make a roll for? This is don't spring this on me without reminding me.
What ability score would you say that uses?
I would say it's Weaver's Tools, so it would be Intelligence.
Okay. Did you want me to DM you the result or say it out loud?
You know what? You can say it out loud. That's okay.
19.
Whew.
Ooh,
Okay.
it's gonna be the best sweater ever.
Nice.
So it takes you a little while working with this green wool, just kind of getting familiar with the textures, getting familiar with the way it moves through your hands. You find your rhythm. You find this simple knit 1, purl 2, that kind of very repetitive, calming motion. And even though you don't really have Athanos's measurements, you managed to make a rather fine green woolen jumper that you think would fit him quite well. Takes
I'm
you a
gonna
couple
make it like
hours.
deliberately like oversized, and
So
ideally just as like gaudy looking as
Oversized.
size one. Yeah.
Okay, yep. Okay, you know what? Do me a favor and roll me a d20 for pure mischief, and we'll see what you get.
Pure mischief. Okay.
Yeah. I'll explain in a
11.
second. 11. Okay, so I was saying if it was higher than a 10, this would happen. You, in a fit of mischief, add some pom-poms to the back of this thing, so like it's got a hood, but now has like an attached little
my
pom-pom that you don't see until you pull the hood all the way up. It's adorable.
Amazing.
It's absolutely adorable. Kind of garishly fuzzy, but otherwise a gorgeous green woolen sweater with an adorable pom-pom attached to the hood.
I'm going to chuckle to myself. Self-contentedly.
I imagine that you two have just been watching this, unless you had something else you'd rather be doing.
Nah, I'm just watching this
No,
unfold.
Theala is like,
Invested?
engrossed.
Okay.
yeah, Theala is
just
enraptured watching
staring.
this.
Like maybe I'll be like messing with like the edge of like my scimitar, like maybe just like fiddling slightly, maybe polishing it while I'm like watching. But like, you know when you go to do something, but then you're watching something else, like you've got 2 tabs open, but you know you're not gonna do the writing you're meant to do because you're just focusing on like whatever you put on in the background.
Yeah.
Like that's what's going on at the moment.
Yeah.
As like Umbra's just like 1, amazing skill, 2, good mischief, 3, holy shit, maybe I can get you to make me some clothes.
Meanwhile, Theala is just like taking notes the whole time in their book.
When I'm done, I'd like to bundle it up. Just sort of like I don't know if there's like some paper or like spare cloth lying around. I might just wrap it up so that it isn't immediately obvious what it is.
Let me quickly roll something. I want to see something. Okay, so as you've been doing this, so this is taking you a little while. It's taking you a good couple hours to do this, just to bring it all together to make it work. And during this time, I assume you've been inside the tavern, or are you sitting outside?
Be inside a tavern, I think. Somewhere where it's not immediately obvious to the public what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay, so Roctillion has entered and left this tavern a few times and has caught sight of what you're doing. Hasn't stopped you. Instead has returned as you were drawing to a close with some emerald green wrapping paper and a green ribbon and places it. Does not interact, does not say anything to you, but comes up next to you with making sure not to disturb you and very gently places it down and then scuttles away. And you become aware at that point that everyone in this tavern is watching, but is like 100% here for it. They're like, oh yeah, yes, we're gonna...
Does Wick want help wrapping it up?
Do you have an idea in mind?
Not specifically like a very specific idea, but just like, oh, experience doing this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Whenever Wick's done, Thial will wrap it up like a very, very nice professionally.
Okay. I desperately want to make you roll, but I also don't want to risk you failing the roll because then you get sad at me. So go on.
I was saying, I was like, it would be hilarious if I roll and absolutely beef it.
You know, it'd be really, really funny. So I think I'll call for a roll. So
Yeah.
I'll say this, right? No matter what happens, you will succeed in wrapping this present. We're rolling for how well you do. So could
This
you
is a
please
devil's
roll me
bargain.
a d20?
Any modifiers?
I could
Encouragement. Wait, can I give you bardic inspiration?
Yes.
I
you
haven't
can.
rolled yet, so you could.
Yes. And I would say you could add your proficiency modifier given your history.
Second. I give you bardic inspiration real quick to be like,
I will
Raptor's
say-
good, please.
That I'm going to roll as well. And actually,
Okay.
no, never mind. Just do your roll. Let's see what you get. Much more fun. Let's do it that way.
Yeah, because you're remembering how you rolling against me goes in our other campaign.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. You get lowered down with staples and duct tape.
Okay, so with proficiency, well, okay.
With
so first roll is
proficiency-
a 14.
And the bardic inspiration die. And I'm
Yeah,
really
I'm-
imagining Umbra just doing like the cup song. The
Bardic inspiration die is which one?
D4, isn't it? At this level?
1 second. Mine says, as a bonus creature of 60 feet, can he give an inspiration die, brackets 1d6?
Nice. Okay.
1d6, okay.
6.
I was gonna say, because like, some people do like a d4, some people do d6, some people just say roll with advantage, so.
No, my inspiration is with advantage. Not with advantage, it's
so-
complete reflex, so yeah.
So with Bardic Inspiration, it's gonna be 18 total.
You very nearly
Okay.
showed me up with your rapping skills.
Oh yeah, yeah. So again, the tavern is kind of watching enraptured. In that, there's like maybe 5 to 10 people in here, but you know how taverns in a small outpost like this work. There's only 5 to 10 people here. Everyone else in this outpost knows about this. They know about it and they're invested. So you feel their eyes on
Okay.
you as you're going,
Okay.
and you and start rapping. And honestly, it's pretty good work. You could sell that. Like, you could sell that kind of service. It's beautifully wrapped as emerald paper, just like gleaming in the low light of the tavern. The ribbon perfectly tied around with this. You know how you can curl it? Like, you get your scissors and you curl the ribbon so that it springs? You've managed to do that somehow without scissors. And you've just elaborately wrapped this thing. You wouldn't be able to necessarily tell straight away what's inside of it, but that's part of the fun.
Yeah. Okay.
And when it's finished, it
I'm
sits
looking
on,
at like
on the table in front of
fancy
you.
wrapping packages now.
If you have a preferred method or like idea for it, please like put it in shitpost. I'll have a look, and we'll say that's what it is.
I actually do, surprisingly.
Okay.
You said over in shitpost?
By the way,
Okay.
anybody in stream, I have a shitpost in my Discord, a shitposting channel where my D&D players can shitpost while we're playing, so you can get access to that and
There
have
you
a
go.
look. And yep, completely free to join. You'll have access. You can see it. It's really just.
Pretty.
Ooh, okay. It's in there. Let's see.
Yeah.
That is
I got a couple
that is
examples.
way too classy for this game.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
like it.
The second one hasn't loaded
It's
for
a shame.
me.
It's a shame
Yeah,
we couldn't. It's not a way to file type. That's why. It's a shame you couldn't have gotten one of her feathers and put one of her feathers like in.
Oh, that
my
would have been
God.
so good.
Maybe we can quickly go ask for one. Wait, can I quickly go and ask her for one of her feathers?
I mean, you would have time. It takes
Okay,
a
right,
couple
I'm
hours to
gonna-
do this.
I'm gonna say, wait, I have the most perfect idea, and I'm going to like sprint off towards her direction,
We are
And then-
all so
Nice.
goddamn determined.
and then like
This is killing me.
being respectful, because I'm guessing she's still in the hospital area, the hospital
Looking
tent.
respectfully.
Looking respectfully, I'm going to when you kind of like stumble right before the door, I'm gonna be like, okay, remember, this is a place of healing and health, and I'm gonna kind of like carefully open the door, but I'm gonna like power walk up to her and just be like, hi, I have a very strange request of you.
Oh, are you all right? You seem a bit out of breath. Do you? As she lifts her hand, did you see a golden light begin to form around her fingers? Do you need healing?
No, I assure you, I'm a bit breathless from the walk. But if I ask you this, don't ask why we need it. It's just important. If it's at all possible, we need one of your feathers.
At that,
If-
her
if
wings
it's-
flick and like curl in, almost like reflexively. What if, you need one of my
If
feathers?
it's- Yes, as long as it's not painful for you to retrieve one. I mean, I'm not very well versed, but I guess if someone asks for some of my tufts from my tail, it might be quite painful as well. But we just, one single one is all we need, just one, nothing else. I don't know if there's any way I can repay for it. I wouldn't mind helping out with some duties down here.
She puts up her hands.
Just...
It's all right. It's all right. I don't know why you need one, but it's going to reach up and very gently
You'll find out.
pluck a feather, and you see it, like she kind of winces a little bit. It's like pulling out a hair, but she takes one of the, not the primaries, but you know how the secondary, what are they called? That's gonna bug me.
I don't know what.
I've got to look. Yeah. Hold on.
One of the feathers that's not attached directly to the bone.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this in shit post.
I need to know. No, I really need
history.
to. I need to know. It's driving me up the wall.
There is a joke called secondaries, but there's greater
yeah.
secondaries.
God. What is my life? I am now Googling the parts of a bird's wings so you can
them in
take.
shit posts. I'm putting them in shit posts.
Look,
Here you go.
Listen, I spend a non-insignificant amount of my time Googling turtle anatomy, so, like, I get it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So she takes one of the median coverts, which is just like not the top layer of wings, but under that, and it's this beautiful, soft, snowy down almost. Like it's about that long, but it's almost like it's so fluffy that it's almost a little bit ridiculous to think that this is a flying bird's feather. You know she could fly with these things. And she pulls it out.
No.
You're not going to do any, like, magic with this, are you? Like, this isn't going to be used to do a tracking spell or given to Seeker or anything like that, right?
In his brain, he thinks magic of love, but out loud, he kind of like shakes his head with like his hands in front of him. Oh no, nothing like that at all. I'm sure it will all come to fruition soon, I assure you. But I really appreciate you doing this for us. And I kind of give like this little low bow, kind of will like pluck the feather or like from her hands, give the brightest smile, and then bound away respectfully with like my like bangles and things just jingling as I kind of like pad away with my little like rabbit feet.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I guess.
And then I'm gonna like run up to the rest of the group, like holding the feather in front of me in hand, like it's the most prized thing. Like when a child finds a bug, and I'm just gonna hold it out to the rest of them and be like, mission successful.
I am picturing like Umbra coming back, holding this feather out right as Theal is finishing the last fold, and just takes it immediately and places it in there.
Christ. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, no, you're able to.
The most anime-looking bullshit.
You're able to delicately insert this, and you've done some frillery with the paper so that it looks like almost like a green rose flower underneath, kind of like underneath the feather. So it's very clearly like the feather is being held in place, so that it's not going to fly away in the wind. But it's very clearly the centerpiece of what you've done, and it's quite beautifully wrapped, honestly. I'm okay. I'm okay. I got this.
That fucking gif. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I fucking love that movie.
I don't even know what it's from.
It's from the movie Monster House.
Yeah,
it's
Monster
a good
House,
film. Good film.
It's something.
Oh dear.
It is.
I'm gonna look at Umbra, and I'm going to like mime two fingers like sneaking. And then gesture with the package like I'm posting it.
Oh, as in like, so does Wick want me to like discreetly like put it like or post it to Thanos?
I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna put a finger up to my lips.
I'm gonna kind of like
wait. Umbra, come here.
Yes.
I will expel a spell slot for this.
Nice.
And I'm gonna give you invisibility for 1 hour.
You have to make sure you're holding the package before.
Oh yeah, I'm holding.
Otherwise the package will be visible,
I
but you
grab
won't.
the package. I do a little like, you know, like the little cute like I give it like a little cheeky smile when I put like my hand to my lips, like a little like yeah, I got this, and I'm gonna like hold the package. I'm gonna like go up to Theala, like all like smiling, like I am ready. I am ready.
Yes,
for
and I will cast invisibility on you, and that lasts for 1 hour. Nobody hit me. Because this is concentration.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And then Sparrow has
where is
the
Osiah's
outpost attacked.
office?
Sorry.
Where is Osiah's? Does Osiah have like an office or
Do you
like
mean
a crib?
Thanos'
A Thanos. My
Yeah.
bad.
Yes,
Many names.
Athanos has a rather official. So where Armadillo's little tent thing is, across from it, about like 20 feet or so, is a rather more officious-looking tent. One of the like more solid structure types. Like in comparison to a lot of like normal military tents, this thing is built to last. This thing is meant to stay where it is. But in the event of like an emergency, it can be broken down. But most of the material would stay there. You would be able to get to it pretty easily. Although I will say that you are going to leave tracks in the snow.
That's fine. That's fine. Maybe after I'm 10 invisible, I'm gonna kind of like whisper to the others, "Hey guys, I don't know if we're gonna do anything at this," and I kind of like lift up one of my like pawed feet to kind of reveal like that there's like rabbit prints now in the snow. As long as I don't know if we have someone can maybe follow behind me and sweep them away, but you know what? It doesn't matter too much. I'll be back soon, and I'm gonna
There
kind
is-
of like start
just a moment.
heading off in that direction.
There is a moment as you make that suggestion, and then a small voice echoes out. Oh, I can do that. That's really easy. And like at that point, you notice Roctillion has returned. And like he's like super excited.
Yes!
I'm not helping with anything, and thus I am impartial, especially since I'm the one that's supposed to be giving out the money. But
Yes!
I am in charge of making sure that this outpost looks nice and neat, especially when there is a time of crisis, which means I need to sweep the snow.
Let's go.
I'm going to smile and nod wisely.
I smile, knowing full well that no one can see me, and I'm gonna kind of like turn away, give a thumbs up that again no one can fucking see because I'm invisible, and I'm gonna start bounding off carefully to the location to drop the package in a literal sense.
And then as you set the package down, Sparrow has the outpost attacked.
and
It makes
I'll be
me
invisible.
regret
so.
using a spell slot.
I use one of my bardic inspirations. It's fine. This is fine.
So as you're going, you move a bit quietly, and like even though you're invisible, you still don't want like this man is trained as a fighter. He has other senses, so you're being a bit careful here. And Roctillion is idly going behind you and making their step. So the snow is about waist high on Roctillion and about like knee high on you. And so he's purposely making his steps as wide as he can to carve this furrow through behind you. So there is no way for anyone to tell, unless they were looking at the front, that you were stepping there.
Amazing. Amazing.
Okay. You get to the tent.
Mhm.
It is pulled tight. So how are you going to get inside?
Can I put my ear up to it and see if I can hear? I realize I say that, and his ears are really long, and like flops it over the entire tent. Can I like try and see if I can hear any voices in there?
Yeah. Go ahead, roll me a perception check.
That's a cheeky 4. I can't hear shit. These ears are too long. They serve no functional value. That's just is what it is.
On the contrary, you do hear a lot of noise, not from in the tent though. there is so much like a flurry of activity outside, the crunching of snow, the chill wind, the storm rolling overhead. It is almost impossible to narrow down your hearing enough to hear into the tent. There's just too much noise around outside of you.
Okay. So how is it like kept together? Is it like tied up? I don't know if Velcro exists in this world.
It's tied down with a thin tie. Basically, you could untie it and easily go in. But if anyone is looking at that door at the time, they're gonna notice. Although they might just think it's the wind pulling it open.
It's probably just the wind. I'm going to like slightly untie it slightly, just enough so I could like slip in with the package like pressed carefully close to me.
Okay.
Like maximize as small a gap as I can.
What I'm going to get you to do for me is to make me a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible. But you are opening a door and there is someone inside. So go ahead and roll for me with advantage.
There's a 12.
You can do it. Go.
What a 12.
Their perception check.
Huh?
I'm rolling their perception check.
Roll a nat 1, please. Thank you.
I did not roll a nat 1.
Oh,
As long as it's not a nat 20.
Okay, so you moving inside, like you're able to step inside, shake off the snow very easily, and you see sitting at this rather sturdy, large wooden desk is Athanos, his brow creased with worry. The quill in his hand, like he's kind of leaning on one hand, quill, writing out some sort of report, and you can see that there is a tension to his face. And he keeps writing, very still, very silent. Doesn't seem to have reacted to you.
Good. I'm gonna kind of like, you know in like cartoons when they do the very exaggerated like 1 foot tiptoe, bring forward, 1 foot tiptoe, come forward. Gonna kind of like almost cartoonishly tiptoe towards near the desk to kind of like, because the package is going to be invisible for an hour or until Thiala breaks like concentration. So where is this?
I think it stops being invisible when you let go of it. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Where is the how much is there like anywhere on this desk where there could be space for me to feasibly like set it down?
So he keeps his desk quite neat and tidy. So there's papers in front of him. And there's to his left is like a tall stack of papers, but on his right it's pretty much clear for the moment. So you could easily put the package there.
You might want to set it somewhere that isn't like within his field of vision, so that when it becomes visible, he isn't like, wait, where did that come from?
That would have been very funny. But it's like,
how close do you get to him?
Well, I'm trying to like visualize this like tent. So is he like at the back of this like kind of like pop-up place?
It's quite a rounded tent, so he's towards the back. So about 10 feet from you at the moment. It's a pretty sparse tent, but there are like corkboards, not billboards, corkboards, kind of like where you stick up a bunch of notes, and there's a bunch of like military plans up and around. But the ground in between you and him is pretty clear. It's clear that this is a very well-kept space. The inside of the tent floor is this like thick cobblestone that you can tell has been laid like for quite some time. It matches more of the ruins outside than it does necessarily anything new.
Thank God I don't wear shoes.
I looked up invisibility, and it says anything that the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. So in theory, the package will become visible as soon as you let go of it.
Is there any like feasible ledge that's maybe like out of his current field of vision in a tent? I don't know. Is it like a table or a couch?
So there is a chest. So there is a bed, like a simple cot, behind him to his right. There is next to, like at the foot of that, is a footlocker, which you could feasibly put down.
Okay,
And it is not quite in his eye line.
I'm gonna like creep towards the footlocker.
Okay. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh god, remember lucky footwork, by the way. If you fail, you can...
Cool. I got a 17. I'll be surprised if I fail. But I do have lucky footwork if I do.
Okay. Something twigs in your brain. Just a second. It is the barest hint of danger, and you freeze. And that is the smart thing to do, because this sword goes straight through the air where you would have been and sticks into like the headboard of the bed. Thanos basically, well, it's not quite a sword, it's a very long dagger. He lowers his arm. Next time I won't miss. What are you playing at? And you may want to identify yourself as he reaches down and grabs another and holds it up. He does not look directly at you. That's the thing, he is not looking directly at you, but you have a pretty good idea that this guy knows where you are. And he raises it up again. TikTok.
Slightly like trembling now because I've like just narrowly missed like a fucking dagger sword flying across me.
Oh yeah. It went like right across your nose. Like it is literally. So you rolled. What did you roll again? You rolled a 17?
A 17.
I rolled a 16.
Oh.
So it went almost across your nose. Like if you had like tilted your head, it would have gone straight through your nose. That's how close this blade was.
This is how Umbra died, was just delivering a package to try and get two people together. New character, I guess. You kind of hear this very
He's very observant.
This very like high pitched with nerves, like just the wind.
Let me just see if he recognizes the voice, because you've talked to him before.
Uh-huh. We've shared a heartfelt moment. I've cried in front of this man.
Oh my god.
You know, typically, and he flicks his wrist down, and as he does, that dagger seems to disappear. Typically, one does not enter a friend's home uninvited. One does not enter a military commander's tent without first considering exactly what would happen should they get caught. Can I assume that this is a harmless prank?
I kind of like straighten myself up a bit, still clutching onto the package for dear life. If I may permit myself to speak so, it was imperative that this little package was delivered most inconspicuously, though I guess me and my companions grossly misjudged the true caliber of your observant ways, which I must commend you for. I mean, being a commander, I should have expected such a feat, but alas.
It helps when you have to open the door to come in. There's a long moment, and you're not quite sure what he's thinking. Like, his jaw is clenched, but there's not annoyance on his face. It's a morale thing, isn't it? One of the others put you up to delivering something that would be a prank to lighten morale. Am I right?
Oh, I assure you, it's no prank. Unfortunately, I cannot make myself uninvisible, considering the nature of the spell, but if I give you the package or at least set it down on your desk, I think it will become obvious thus who asked for it to be delivered from. And I kind of like cautiously kind of pad to the desk and just like set it down to let it like become uninvisible so you can see the packaging, feather and all.
As you do.
Oh my
It
god.
shimmers into existence, and he looks at it. There's this long, long moment, and there is no expression on his face. And then ever so gently, ever so slightly, he reaches out. The hand that had thrown the dagger, the hand that had reaches out with this almost slight shake to it. He reaches out and touches the feather with, again, his face completely impassive, but his eyes are so soft. You've never seen him look like this about anything. She asked you to deliver this to me. is this some trick?
So I just want to check with the rest of the gang. Did she say that she wanted to repay the person that made her the, like, wing warmers, right?
She said she hoped. I think she said she hoped that it was from Athanos because she didn't know who it was from.
Yes, so she was very pleased with the gift and wished that she could thank the person for it. But she didn't know who it was from, and you got the sense that you know who she wanted it to be from.
Yeah.
So the important part is she did not ask us to deliver it, but we are doing it on her behalf.
Yeah. Well, you see, because I know there's no point in, like, really lying to this man. In a sense, she asked for us to deliver it. While she wasn't the one who necessarily made what is contained within the package, she very much implied that she wanted to thank a certain someone for the gift that she had received. So maybe me and my companions may have taken it into thine own hands to repay said person. And while we were trying to do it discreetly, it seems that you have bested us in that attempt.
Do not take it to heart. A lot of people have tried to kill me, and you would not have been the first to try invisibility.
I'm gonna, like, bite my lip, because, like, considering Umbra's past, it's like, well, I guess in a flattering way, it just means my own skills need work. Though I assure you, I have no plans on assassinating you. You're too much of a good comrade for that. I don't usually tend to assassinate my friends.
Appreciate it.
I was like, don't worry, I wouldn't kill you.
I wouldn't kill you, but it's clear that I need work.
His hand's going to settle over the package. I'm not sure I deserve this. But you went to an awful lot of effort to bring it to me. You even risked your life, which is more than I can say for most couriers.
Well, I mean, considering all you've been doing for the camp and its inhabitants, myself and my friends included as of late, I would say you've earned yourself more than a gift or two.
That's my job. This camp is my responsibility. All of the people here are my responsibility. Including the travelers, crazy as they might be. But thank you. And he's going to slide the package toward himself. I will...
I can open it when you're not here. When I'm not here. I mean, I ought to give you privacy for that at least. I can head out now, and I assure you, I will leave. I will. You can keep an eye on the door. Well, tent opening. Yes. So you can see when I actually leave, and I promise we won't get anyone else to come in here.
Possibly wise. And he kind of... There's the faintest hint of a smile inside of his face. Although it was very clever getting Roctillion to cover your tracks. I was quite impressed.
Ah, he's too good. He's too good for us.
You must tell me how you have such high observation skills. I too would much love to have them to your degree. I feel a little bit embarrassing about how mine must be so sorely lacking.
Thanos is a UNT, right? Or am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Maybe he has, like, heat vision or something.
Oh, fuck. I mean, yeah. I mean, Umbra's very warm-blooded anyway, so I just would have seen this, like, beacon.
He also
of this rabbit,
knows
like,
this
just bounding
outpost like nobody's business. He knows everybody here. Do make sure to warm up before your trip. Wouldn't do to freeze to death before you get to town. And Umbra, as he kind of like starts.
He definitely has heat vision.
I like freeze a bit as I was like making my way out, like very like slowly, and you just call the name and it just freezes up again, like.
It's just like.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it, even though I don't deserve it. The gift is appreciated. Don't.
Yes, you do. You do deserve it.
You try not to die, Elisaya would be inconsolable.
Oh yes, well, I'm sure we'll try our best, and I'll leave with one thing, and I'm going to run after this, so you have no chance to deny or stop me, but you do deserve the gift. Now, a toodaloo, and I'll probably catch you around the camp later. Bye-bye. And I'll, like, dash out and kind of, like, you know, like, cartoons where, like, someone leaves really fast, there's that little, like, whoosh of air.
Are you
that
Bugs
bursts from, like, the
Bunnying
middle
out
the
of
tent.
here right now? Are you just like,
Yeah,
meow?
I'm Coyote Wilding out of there. I'm a little road runner. I just...
That's all, folks.
PJ, are you telling me that Umbra is just Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Basically, it's a glorified
I know how to approach Umbra now.
Bugs Bunny, but like the version where he's always dressed up like as really like attractive women, and he just like runs out of there.
Oh yeah, like Chuck Jones era. Got it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he just kind of, and I'm gonna like make my way like straight back to the others, like panting and wheezing. I'm gonna like fall to the floor, so there's this sort of like snow impression as my ears like flop to the ground.
It's very funny because Theal is also sitting there puffing and wheezing, trying to concentrate on this spell
like
that they have never cast before. You got the first cast of invisibility, Umbra.
Heck yeah! Heck yeah! Okay, you make it back easily enough. The path that Roctillion cleared for you was pretty solid. It didn't collapse in. While there was new snow kind of still falling, you were able to make it back easily enough. You make it in, and Roctillion is there. He's just taken off his boots and is like putting his like clawed toes towards the fire, just like warming them. And like you can almost see steam coming off like the military grade breeches that he's wearing as it's just like he begins to warm up from being soaked in the snow.
I'm like flopped to the ground. I'm gonna guess the other would have noticed me come back. So have you like dropped your concentration now?
Yeah, like as soon as I know that Umbra's back, it's invisibility spell gone.
Yeah. I'm gonna like fade. I'm gonna sprinkle back into view. I'm gonna like reach towards the others with like a shaky, like tired hand and be like, "Please don't let me do that again. I almost lost my nose." And I'm gonna like let my head like smack onto the floor dramatically.
I'm gonna look worried, and I'm going to like run forward and like check to see if Umbra's injured.
I assure you, I'm quite alright, apart from my poor racing heart. He knew it was me right away, clocked me from even before I'd been able to enter. He's too
They all
observant,
just
but he's
staring at their
alright.
hands like, I wasted the spell.
No, you were fine. It's just, it seems our dear friend, the commander, is just a little more observant than we all initially pictured him to be. But nonetheless, the goal was more or less successful. We've delivered it as it should have been. But I think I'm going to need to lie down for a while. And I just kind of like let my hand flop down again.
Put a hand on Umbra's shoulder, like give an apologetic face. Oh my god, what if we got Umbra killed?
That would have been so.
By asking him to deliver a present.
Funniest fucking character death I would have ever had, and I would have been there for it. That would have been absolutely hilarious. I wouldn't have even been mad. That would have been gold.
Because if he's like, oh, there's an invisible person inside my tent, and just threw a knife
If I
at said
failed
invisible
to save,
person.
I would have been very much injured.
He had no way of knowing whether that throw would be lethal or not.
Nope. Honest to God, you are only not hurt because of luck. Because you rolled higher than he did. Like,
It's the rabbit's foot. It's the luck. Rabbit's
I
feet,
didn't
just
have
like
him
you
roll an
could see
attack.
a little before you went in.
like you have no
lucky
idea.
He's a lucky rabbit.
Lucky rabbit indeed.
Oh man.
It's about at this point that the door opens and Armadillo steps in. The snow, kind of like thick ice, almost starting to form on her arms and just like on her vest as you realize she doesn't really generate a lot of heat. Her footsteps are quiet. You can hear that that same of like the clockwork internals going. She sees you, Umbra, on the floor, sees the rest of you kind of gathered around, sees Roctillion like with no dignity. Honest to God, this poor thing has no dignity, but he is just enjoying the heat of this fire like a cat enjoys sunlight, just relaxing. There's the briefest moment of confusion, and she kind of looks around. I see you've been up to something. Are we going to have to run? I feel like any plot you lot are a part of tends to have... She's gonna look upwards. Far-reaching consequences.
I will give as oblivious and innocent as a look as I can muster.
I'll like turn my head to the side towards her and go, no, I think we've managed to avoid any calamitous rage or judgment by the literal skin of my nose, so I'm gonna like roll my head back onto the floor.
You tried to sneak into a Thanos' chamber, didn't you?
Is it that obvious?
His favorite trick is... Well, he can skewer a fly at 50 paces, so he tends to not have that much of a problem with people sneaking into his chambers, as he can kill them quite easily. Good that you survived, though. Quite impressive. She's going to step over you with with dignity, and just like step over you and head towards the tavern keep. What are you lot doing?
Well, I think I've had a drink after that.
I'm going to point at Umbra, and I'm going to like rest my hand against like my rest my head against my clasped hands like a sleeping like a sleeping gesture.
Yes, I do think a nice rest is in order after that ordeal. I think I've lost at least one of my lifetimes off of that.
How many lives do rabbits have?
Really?
Not enough. Not enough for this bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I lost one of them, so definitely less than I started with.
Okay. So is the plan to rest, to eat, and just kind of spend some time relaxing?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Quick. Can you please make me a perception check?
Not my best. That is a 5.
Make me a... Let's...
Is this something you need me to succeed at?
No. No. I'm just...
Do you need some inspiration?
No, it's fine. I just need you to make me a wisdom save.
Oh,
and you'll understand.
No. Okay.
You'll understand in a second.
Oh, no.
You have the highest wisdom on this
better.
point.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Okay.
I
Good.
was gonna say, you have the highest wisdom here, you're fine.
So as you all settle down, as you all relax, Wick, your lantern begins to flicker and glow. It captures your gaze. It almost eclipses everything else around you. But as it kind of tries to pull at your mind, instead of falling into it, you're able to kind of hold on to yourself. And you have the option. It clearly wants to show you something.
I'm going to... I figure it's important, so I'm going to watch.
Okay. So, you let your eyes flutter closed. And when you reopen them, you're standing in the outpost, but the snow is almost up to your shoulders, and the area that you're standing in is this, like, hollowed out. It's almost as if you're giving off the heat that is melting this snow. It is literally that much space between you and snow that is almost taller than you. The air is so cold, it hurts to breathe. You hear howling in the distance, this horrendously loud but incredibly distant sound. Your heart flutters in your chest. And at your side, the lantern. Thank you. The lantern begins to pulse and glow, and almost instinctively, you reach down and you grab it, and as you lift it, the heat that was keeping you safe expands and seems to pulse outwards as you hold up the lantern before you. And as you do, and as that heat expands and the snow melts, you see sculptures of people that you know. Sculptures of people familiar to you. You see the blacksmith, her husband. You see Octillion, you see Thanos, and you see Olisaya frozen. And as the light from your lantern hits them, the ice begins to melt. And you see Thanos clutches his hand, the weapon suddenly falling into place, and as it breaks out of the ice. And as that happens, you feel relief, a faint sense of purpose, before you're snapped back. The lantern shutters, and the vision is gone.
I sort of snap back to consciousness, breathing kind of labouredly. What time of night is it at the moment?
I would say it's about 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Have the others gone
Actually-
to sleep yet?
Actually, let's make it about 8. So dinner's about to happen. You've just been resting up until this point.
Okay. I am going to I'll find the other two if they're around.
Yeah.
I'm probably like leaning now on one of the tables, like nursing like a carrot-based drink, like just.
I just
like,
love the idea that you're like just rubbing your
fermenting.
nose, very like
Yeah, like,
very
I'm,
disturbed.
like, leaning. Picture like him leaning on like the table. He's like got like he's nursing one like a drink really close to his face, but with the other hand he's just like slowly rubbing his nose, just like
Oh my
I just
God.
lost this today.
Did your nose actually like get cut, or did it like?
No,
I
it was
just
literally like
missed.
if
It was a
if
hair
Umbra
away.
had whiskers, they would have been shorn. That is how close the blade
No.
came.
He's just rubbing his
Fuck.
nose like
It's a lot to deal with. You were invisible, and he somehow knew where you were.
Yeah, Theo's just like chilling next to Umbra, making notes in their book.
I'd like to sit down next to them with a somber smile, with the a sense of purpose that I have something to tell them.
I'll kind of like would we have seen you just kind of like spacing out?
Possibly. It's difficult to kind of conceal, I guess, when I'm in that state.
I'll kind of give like a sympathetic smile back, and kind of like push myself up a little bit. Not to pry, but saw you spacing out over there. Is everything all right?
I sort of tilt my head to the side as if to say, sort of. I point to sort of tap the lantern that has this weird sort of bluish flame inside, and tap to my head, and I close my eyes, and to the two of them, Fiala and Umbra, I'm going to relay glimpses of the vision I saw as best as I remember it. As I open my eyes again at the end, I gesture to myself and point to the ground. I have a sort of look of regret on my face, as if to say, I can't leave yet.
Oh.
So I take it you fully won't be able to join us on our journey outside of the outpost then?
I look thoughtful for a while and then resignedly shake my head.
I'll kind of like give this kind of like forlorn smile, kind of like a little bit, like genuine sadness is behind my eyes. Well, I was really hoping we'd be able to keep your company a while longer, but if other duties must keep you here, I won't force you to come along with, but I guess know that you'll sorely be missed. And, I mean, it's not like we'll be gone forever, but I guess I'm not used to saying goodbye to companions this way, so I guess I'm a little more sentimental than I usually am.
I smile at this. I am, I'm going to think for a while, and I'm going to take out my dagger. It's just an ordinary, well made, but just sort of mundane and standard issue dagger that an adventurer would have on them. And I'm going to pass it to Umbra. And then I'm going to take my weaver's tools with various sort of needles and I'm not sure what else is in what else is included in that tool set, but like
needles, threads.
There'll be the
kind of like
threads and stuff. Knitting needles I used to make Thanos' jumper, yeah. And I'm going to hand them to Fiala.
Huh?
Parting gifts. Oh, if I had known, I would have gotten you something in return.
Just taking them very carefully.
Let me just reach my inventory real quick. One second.
What do I have?
Can I carefully pull out of my own bag? I'm going to pull out Albie's frying pan and kind of hand it over to Wick. Best you keep hold of it here while we're still here. I would hate to see it get lost in our travels, and I feel like you staying here, you'll probably be able to keep it safer, and I'm sure the others would appreciate it staying here too.
Sort of take it in my hands and look it over. Slightly surprised by the weight of it.
Yeah, it's like it's a frying pan. All right.
Looking at it, and my normally sort of pitch black eyes are a bit watery. Looking over the frying Albus's old frying pan. But I will smile and nod in thanks.
Well, I mean, only seems right for you to keep hold of it while we're away. And then we can maybe, although I'm sure he would hate whatever we created with it, but maybe we'll give it one last use when we return. A celebration, maybe. I'll give like a little soft smile.
While that is going on, I am very quickly like flipping to a blank page in my book and just furiously starting to scribble something down.
Frying pan question mark?
No.
Wait.
Yes.
Your hand is aching. And it's a very specific hand. It's the one with the golden mark. You look down at it, and it seems, as you watch it, the gold begins to drain, and is instead replaced with silver, almost a shining platinum that fills it instead, and it arcs around. And as soon as the gold has finished draining away and the silver remains, your hand stops aching. And in fact, feels warm. Like someone has just reached down, taken your hand in theirs, and is comfortingly holding it.
I look at this with marvel, but an odd sense of sort of understanding. I'm going to look at look at Umbra and Theala, give a warm smile, my eyes sort of beginning to tear up, and I'm going to hug each of them.
Oh. As that hug finishes, Theala will actually rip a page, that page that they were scribbling on, rip it out and fold it up and hand it to Wick. Just, if you ever end up here, give them this, and they will take care of you. And I can DM you what that is.
Okay.
Kind of not used to like physical contact to this kind of degree. You kind of feel Umbra like stiffen very slightly before kind of like closing his eyes and relaxing into the hug and pulling Wick quite close. Stay safe while we're away. I would hate to come back to see the outpost nothing but rubble.
I nod, and give a. It's a weird sort of high pitched chuckle.
A chirp.
Yeah, that you've only ever really heard from Wick before due to that odd sort of lack of voice. But I'm going to I'll nod and smile and put a hand over my heart as I do when I'm thanking people or expressing appreciation or gratitude.
I'll then kind of like push away from myself slightly, like away from the others, just a little bit to like create some space and kind of like try and give this like faux confident smile. Well, that's enough of all the sappy feelings and emotions for one night. I'm not really built for this kind of thing, so if it's all the same to you, I'd maybe best we settle down for something to eat now. It's been a long day.
Yes, that might be a good idea.
I don't respond to this, but you hear Wick's stomach gurgling.
Okay. So you settle down. The whole kind of outpost filters in and out, a shift's end and start. Olisaya is there with a couple of doctors from the medical tent. Some of the sorcerers that you saw earlier that were powering the heat lamps to keep it up. They're like devouring food. There is no sense of decorum. They are like shoveling food into their face. And you get the idea that they are absolutely exhausted. And they're just trying to get as much food in before they pass out. And Olisaya is watching them with this kind of very fond look on her face. And those awful pink fuzzy wing things still nestle tightly around her rather large snowy white wings. And she's got them tucked in against the cold. It's at this moment that the door opens. Cold breeze. Breathing into the room, kind of that chill. And Athena steps in, wearing a rather familiar green sweater.
Yeah!
He looks
Let's go!
so uncomfortable. Like, have you ever put a cat into, like, boots? You know what I mean? Like the fuzzy paw boots or something like that. He looks like he wants to pull it off and just fucking push it away. He looks so uncomfortable.
Amazing.
It looks really good on him though. Like the paleness of his skin set off against the like the faint scales that are around the side here, the whiteness of his hair. It all seems to vibe really well with the nice emerald green of the sweater. You do note, however, that he has not pulled up the hood. And in fact, it seems to be tucked, so that no one can. And he looks so uncomfortable.
Umbra, you have to sleight of hand it.
I don't want to lose my nose again, thank you.
There is a moment, because opening that door is let cold air in, so everyone kind of does just like look up. And it's like it's breaking their brains, because they look up and then they go silent. And it spreads like a wave of silence across the tavern. Olisaya is still happily chatting. She's not looking at the door. But like you see this It's like a wave going across the room. Just everyone going quiet, person by person, just staring. Olsaya finally recognizes something weird is going on. Is everything right? Hello? And she's going to turn. You know what? All of you roll me insight checks. Just to see.
Oh boy.
5.
I said insights.
Too scared from losing his nose again.
11.
11 and 15?
Yeah.
See.
There is a myriad of emotions on her face. First, surprise. Like, sheer shock, and like even she goes silent, mouth falling open for a second. Umbra, you, like, that is what you read. You read the shock. Fiala, you read the amusement. The absolute, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And you see her fighting with herself for that, not to say anything. Quick, what you catch is warmth. And a faint flush rising to her cheeks, and her wings fluttering in excitement, joy, as she takes in the Thanos.
That's so sweet.
He draws himself up to his full height, just like, and he's quite a tall man, so it's like a moment of, he cannot retreat, so now he has to go forward, and he will do that the way a military man will. Straight back, chin up, and he literally, you see him square his shoulders. Is there something wrong? And with that, the entire tavern immediately snaps back to what they were doing. Just like so that Snow, that local sporting team, you hear about that? That's the one that plays at local bar and or tavern? Yeah, I heard they got into that thing the other week. And Olsaya does not. Olsaya stays locked on him, and she kind of gets up very shakily. You look at you! And she is going to, literally, because he's come in, he's closed the door, he's making his way over to the bar, and she stops him, and she is literally going to reach up and grab the sweater, and it's almost like she went to grab his face, but instead went for the sweater. Like, you see that aborted, like, I can't touch your face. Okay, grabs his sweater. This is so cute, and it's so well made. Did you make this? No. It was a gift. And with that, he is going to reach back, and from that little hooded portion, he's going to pull the very same feather that was in the package before.
Oh my god.
No! But I believe
Yes.
this belongs to you. And he holds it out to her. His voice very soft, very... She looks at it and goes exactly 3 different shades of red. And then she turns, like she releases him with a smile, like takes it. Would you excuse me just a moment? Thank you. Doesn't wait for his answer. Turns around. Umbra!
Jump
Run,
up on
run,
and I
now.
hear my name, and I kind of like jump up from my food, kind of like get like, you know, like kind of like poised, and I'm gonna like dash. I'm just gonna run. I don't know which direction. I'm just fucking running.
Alright, roll me
Cannot cast invisibility on you that fast.
roll me a d4. Roll me a d4.
Okay.
You're fucked.
That's a 1, my gamers.
Okay. In the sheer panic, in the oh, I fucked up. I should not have been
I'm
here
gonna-
when this was happening.
I'm
You
gonna die. I'm
go
gonna
for
die.
the only exit that you see, which is past her. There are multiple exits to this thing. One would say 4 different exits to this thing, and you managed to roll for the one behind them. The one that Athena's just
let's
entered
go.
through.
He's in fight or flight. Little rabbit's scared. He's running.
You go. I'm gonna get you to make me. Actually, you know what? I'll make this.
No, make me roll. Make me roll.
No. I need you to make me a contested athletics, please.
Athletics, is that just flat? Like, just a normal, like a flat roll, like athletics roll?
Yeah. It's just I'm competing.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
That's an
You'll
18.
be fine.
That's an 18. It's an 18.
With your modifiers?
Yep.
26.
She got 26.
She didn't get 26.
Oh my god.
Thanos, as you go past, grabs your arm. And you are like yanked to a
No,
stop.
grabbing him by the scruff. Like, no, you don't, little
Alright.
rabbit.
Yeah, no,
While
just.
all this is going on, Theala is just like sitting at the table, just like occasionally looking up to watch, and then just sipping their drink.
He catches you by the scruff of your neck and brings you back to face Olisaya, who is looking at you with both the wounded betrayal of a friend and the absolute embarrassment. And yet, amusement. Like, she's angry and embarrassed, but she likes the present. She's just panicking. She's going to look at you and she's kind of like brings up her hands. You and I need to have a little conversation, don't we? Don't we?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen any of this in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. I don't know what we have to talk about right now.
She looks up at Thanos. I really think that color suits you and it looks really good, and I'm glad that you're warm. But I need your permission to bury Umbra. And there is
Oh my god!
there is a long moment.
This was-
There is a long moment, and you're not sure what his response is going to be. Because he's just
This
like,
was my masterpiece.
and you see, for a second, it's her asking. It's her asking him. So he considers it. You see him like, he's weighing it up in his mind. Probably not wise, I'm afraid. I'm sure Umbra is very sorry. Aren't you, Umbra?
I'm like dejectedly like, bearing in mind, like, how tall is he?
Oh, he's like 6'5".
Okay, bearing in mind, like, Umber's like 5 something, so he's like very short kid. Like, I imagine like especially if you grabbed him by like the scruff, he's kind of like almost just like hanging,
Yep.
like in front of him, like dejectedly, just like. Can I go to my room, please?
This was my plan all along.
Olisaya puts her hands on her hips. You are never getting anything from me again.
I try and
Ever.
give her like the bunny, like the little like, you know, like the doe-eyed like pleading look, and try and like look up towards her. Just like, it was, yeah, the purest intentions, I swear. I didn't.
There is a moment of silence. And then a new sound. Something warm and bright. Laughter. But it's not coming from Olisaya, it's not coming from anyone else, it's coming from Athanos. And it's this deep, melodious chuckle that seems to, like, echo out of his chest. It's this warm, bright sound, and you get the sense that he doesn't make this noise very often. By the look on Olisaya's face, instant starstruck. Like, her eyes, if you could have eyes that literally do the whole anime heart thing, that is her expression right now. That is the closest possible human equivalent to that is what she's looking at him with. And he's going to release you, Umbra, and clap a hand on top of your head. The thought was appreciated. Though perhaps lying to a medic is not your wisest call. And with that, he's going to, like, scruff the top of your head and walk past and go to the bar. And Olisaya is just going to watch him go, and then look at you like before turning back and going back to dinner. And you see her is very smiley, very relaxed, and then when she's sure he's not looking, down. Like, but you are left unharmed, though a little more embarrassed, I would imagine, in the middle of the dinner rush.
He's just gonna kind of like, especially after the head ruffle, is just gonna kind of like look, basically like he's gonna like watch him go to the bar and kind of like, just kind of an unreadable expression on his face as he kind of like just processes almost the kind of like sheer like heartfeltness behind that like head pat, and just kind of like look down slightly, not really sure if anyone else is looking. A very brief like smile, quite bashful, crosses his face before he kind of shakes it away and tries to like flatten the hair down, almost like grumbling to himself before he walks back over towards the table, trying to keep what little semblance of dignity he may have left at this outpost.
This was unintentionally genius on my part. I just had Umbra do all the dirty work and then planted the evidence on Fiala.
Wait, I'm sorry, what evidence is planted on me?
The knitting
The
needles?
weaver's tools.
Oh,
That wasn't intentional. That was like
Okay.
a sig it.
Here's the thing,
fine.
though. I do have an in-universe excuse for having them, so like it doesn't even matter.
It's really funny.
It's just me that paid the ultimate price.
Let's be fair, that didn't go too badly for you.
Yeah.
It could have gone a
I can-
lot
Wick's
worse.
just like, I'm peacing out with absolutely no trail whatsoever.
Okay,
It's fine. I'm the one who has to like deal
Stay
with
Stay
like,
here.
the fallout of this.
Good one,
Yeah.
staying here.
okay. Is there anything you'd like to do before heading up for a long rest?
I think I'm good.
I think that covers everything for me.
Okay. So, what I will do, you guys get your long rest, and I will take a quick 5-minute break so I can refill my coffee,
I will go to the toilet then.
take a bit of cold and flu medicine because my throat is really sore, and I will see you guys in about 5 minutes. I will leave Discord up on the sound thing, so if you guys don't want to be heard, just mute your mics. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
See you in a sec, Sparrow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a coffee as well.
I'm so proud of us.
That was sick. That was really
We have destroyed someone's life.
See you guys in a sec.
Chat, how are you doing? How are things, chat? Are we sure they're gonna hook up now? I'll be disappointed if they don't. Genuinely. Crazy, hello. Sparrow just stepped away to get a coffee. She'll be back momentarily. Yeah, it's just a really short break. Yep, it'll be sad if they don't. I agree. It'll be very sad if they don't, because, like, we did all this work for nothing then. They do seem perfect, yes. I agree. I think everybody else stepped away and it's just me, so you all have to deal with me. And I am trying to be on good behavior. Rurik, hello. Yeah, we're just taking a really short break, and I think everybody stepped away except for me. I mean, we've only been doing like every other week, so. This matchmaking thing really started last session, last week, so you haven't like missed a lot of story. Who's there? Oh, welcome back. I think the
Hello.
other two are still.
I just came back. Hi.
Hello,
Oh
hello.
my God, yeah, I've been talking with chat, so.
Yes, I'm just scrolling back. Hello, Krazzy. Welcome in. It's nice to see you.
Oh yeah, the betting pool did start before that. Yes.
I've got like several silver
Hey, Rurik. Welcome in. Nice to see you.
that I'm waiting to get.
Oh man, that was really fucking funny. I was not expecting. And my hair is a mess. 1 second. I had to take off my freaking headphones.
It was very good.
Absolutely. Huh. Huh. Not what I expected, I'll be honest. But all power to you. I'm back. My headphones are back on. Did I hit?
I believe in us.
It was really fucking
I
funny.
believe
love it.
we changed lives.
Maybe. Maybe. I mean, the whole thing about this world is that you get to influence it. I love that you're currently using your influence to put two characters together, and I'm loving it. I'm here for it. 100% I'm here for it. And who knows, maybe Wick will be able to continue your work. I don't know why that got make love, not war. I don't know why that got auto-modded, but I fixed it.
Oh, because it says war.
Weirdly enough, that was not what got...
Was it love?
It was make love. That's what got
What's a
flagged.
mod?
Auto-mod, could you not? Hanging. That's a
Automod
bit of
picks
a-
really odd things to censor.
It really does. But it's good to see you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you for being here as my players.
Joining us for the
mess with me.
second half.
You messed with me. I almost died twice.
Details. Predetermined. Like, sure.
I I have to keep you on your toes.
True.
I have to make sure that you are prepared for anything.
I'm back,
Also
by the way.
true. Welcome back. Hello. Okay.
Sorry, I was gone for a bit longer than I said.
How dare you? How absolutely dare you? Oh dear. The only thing that would make that funnier is if my mum was in chat when this was happening. And I don't know if she was. So I need to message her after stream. Well, actually, she'll be home in like an hour and a half or something. I'll ask her. I'll be like, so, did you tune in? Because she sometimes tunes in when she's at work. So it's really, really sweet. Like, it's really adorable. But it also makes me so self-conscious. Like, what is my mum going to hear me talking about with my friends? Going to continue lurking here now. Would love to chat, but I kind of like spending time with my wife as well. Absolutely fine. Thank you for being here, Crazy. It's a really nice.
How dare you spend time with your wife? Such joke.
I'm glad we had the same thought.
Yeah, same brain cell, I swear.
Anytime someone's like, oh, I need to do this thing, which is completely respectable and you're allowed to do, I love turning around and be like, how dare you do that thing that's respectable and that you're allowed to do with your life?
No, how dare you?
How dare you?
Very dare you. Okay. So, let me just send a quick message. Night, Crazy.
Night. Night.
Okay. So, I would switch up the music, but I honestly do not know what ones, like what the names are for each of these. So I could put us on a really different track very quickly. So hopefully this music works for you guys. Hopefully.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine and good and fine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
make do.
We make do. 100% we make do. Alright.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yes.
Something Sigala is not good at.
Improvise, something good Umber is very good at, apparently, sometimes. Not when he's being showered with affection, though.
I am never going to forget you getting caught, like... it's
so scary.
It's really funny.
Oh no.
Like, I didn't think you could beat it when I asked you to roll for it, and we're like, but if you got a nat 20, you would have. Like, of course you would have. Oh, the blade. The blade was the scarier one, I'll be honest. Although that's from
my cat has activated.
Oh no. Cat time.
Cat time! Smiley face.
Wow. Okay. So, allow us to pick up the next morning. The sun barely peeking through the clouds. It's actually quite dark, even though you know it to be morning. The sun is able to break through, so you're aware of what time it is. Well,
did we take a long rest or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
We took a long rest.
Thank you. Give me back my one bardic inspiration.
You guys are fine.
You're fine. You got this. Okay. The barkeep has made up some good, healthy, like, hearty meals for you. Very warm, very, like, solid. The kind of stuff that you would want on a very cold winter's day, which is what it's becoming. Even in here, where the magic is keeping the heat up, where you can see little sparks of magic around the room, little glowing lights, as heat is being forcibly kept in these buildings. Even here, it is cold. It's not unpleasantly cold. It's not like you're standing outside in frigid temperatures, but it is like a good... Think of it like a good snowstorm. You know, it is uncomfortably cold where you are, but you know it could be so much worse if you step outside. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You find Dagdan And hello. You find Dagden, Bowden, and Adan all kind of sitting around one of the tables. You can see that, true to form, Dagden has a big tankard of ale with him that he's drinking. His beard is a little bit messed up from it, like ale kind of in the beard. Bowden, however, is very, like, not refined. He doesn't have the same kind of table manners, but he looks a lot cleaner and a lot more alert for the time that it is, which is 8 a.m. in the morning. And Bowden is the first to kind of see you, all of you. Ah, you're finally awake, lads, brain. You know what? Fuck it, pronouns. I'm bad at this. You're finally awake. It's good to see you. Did you sleep well after that little kerfuffle last night?
I kind of like pinch my bridge of my nose and just kind of sigh. Please don't remind me of that. I seem now it becomes more apparent that I've lost all my credibility here, and here I was hoping to at least keep up the slightly more, not brutish, but at least not as frivolous appearance that I now seem to have, considering that entire kerfuffle last night. And I'll kind of like slip in towards a chair and just kind of like bang my head against the table in defeat.
Ciala just like walking, is like, oh, what kerfuffle? Was there a kerfuffle?
I kind of like briefly like turn my head towards her, like towards them, like you I'm not even going to re-explain it. Don't, and I pray tell that you don't go and ask anyone else. And I kind of just like move my head back and let out like this very exaggerated sigh.
Okay. Okay. You see Bowden, Fiala, you know Bowden. You see his face settle. It's like when actors corpse in a scene. He is trying desperately not to smile or laugh, and it makes his face look a little bit ridiculous, like a jaws clenched, eyes sparkling with mirth. I'm sure you were fine, lad. I mean, you're clearly and he's going to lean over very quietly. Scary? Looking at you, Thiala, like, is that the correct adjective to use for Umbra?
Is it?
Yeah.
They all just shake their head silently.
As in no? Or as in yes?
No, it is not the correct term to use.
And he kind of clears his throat. Certainly a presence to be found. I'm sure you've lost no respect for it.
They all just like moving their hands like around their face of like kind of like an old 1920s Hollywood kind of like resting the hands under the chin, like beautiful, kind of trying to convey a very beautiful presence.
A very
yes, that exactly.
I see. A beautiful. There you go. Yeah. I'm sure you've enchanted the whole place. And then there's a moment, and you see Adan, who does not typically talk. He's mostly known for one or two sentences, if that. He doesn't really converse all that much, and he kind of leans towards you, arms crossed on the table. He's the most serious of the lot. So, that dagger, did it really get you across the nose, or did you dodge?
I kind of like lean back into the chair and kind of look towards. Honestly, no, it missed me by my own metaphorical whiskers. I was very lucky he slightly misjudged, though. Even now, I think it was somewhat more of a warning shot than accidentally missing me. Still need to really figure out how his observational skills were that good. If I had those when I was on the field, I would be nigh unstoppable.
on the field? A battle? Or are you referring to something else? A past life, perhaps?
He kind of like thinks for a minute. The battlefield of a sense, one might assume.
He nods and kind of reclines backwards. And it's at this point, Bowden, he can't help himself. He kind of smiles. So, you're quick on your feet, but apparently Athanas is quicker. If what I heard is true, you're getting picked up like a misbehaving mutt just hanging in the air. Did that actually happen, or am I getting lied to?
It's a gross exaggeration of the situation. I kind of like grit out because I don't want to admit that I was literally almost picked up off of the floor and was hanging there like a small kitten. You know how people like to weave stories into bigger things?
True. And he's going to kind of smile. Happens a lot with us dwarves, eh? And kind of like elbows dagged in. Who grunts at him, looks at him, drains the tankard, slams it down. I'm going to need at least 2 more of these before I'm ready to deal with you. And Bowden looks at him, and there's like this long, almost sibling-like telepathic communication before his eyes kind of widen. Can I get 2 more ales, please? Quickly? 2?
Ciala is just like sipping whatever drink they have, and it's just like almost smiling, but not quite.
Well, all jokes aside, we're nearly ready to head out. If there's anything you need to do beforehand, it might be a good idea to do it now. Don't know when you'll be back, given the weather, or if there'll be anything here when you get back. Have you seen outside? Almost enough to freeze your nuts off.
I kind of like pull the coat that was given to us a little bit closer around me. Trust me, I think I've burnt enough bridges yesterday. I mean, I'm just, of course, but I'm eager to leave before any more mockery of my character can be formed. Of course, he means this half jesting.
Let me check something. Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do before leaving the outpost?
No.
I'll be there
I'll
to
just like help load the caravan.
I'll be there to see them off at the gate.
Okay.
Gross solid.
Everyone in unison. Oh!
Emotional damage!
As we say goodbye to another party member.
God
Yeah.
damn it!
At least
Alright,
they didn't
Sage's
get
sticking around.
killed.
Yes.
That's true.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Did he?
yes. No, they definitely did not die, and
Wait a
will not
minute.
die. Actually, that is one of the things I promised. Quick
Yeah.
won't die.
Not off screen, anyway.
Of course not. That would
Yeah.
be horrid.
We've got to be there to witness it, doy.
How is it emotional damage
God.
if they die off screen?
Exactly.
Yes. How am I going to keep myself young if you guys don't cry on stream?
Dang.
Okay.
Take all the tears I cried from Final Fantasy. Here you go.
Okay.
Thank you, actually.
Needed a top up.
You're gonna have so many more tears. Anyway, let's not go on that tangent.
Yeah, let's not.
Wick is singing a song.
Bring it back. Other game, wrong game.
Now, as you're standing by, watching them load up the caravan, there are a couple of mages on loan from the infirmary, currently casting enough heat and magic around to clear you a path out of the outpost. The snow is falling so thick and so heavy it like deadens sound all around you. So the sounds of like people moving or talking is very loud.
What's pulling the cart, by the way?
So curiously, what is pulling the cart is this rather large mechanical contraption. Almost looks like a centipede, but like shorter, like a lot of legs, but shorter.
I
And
love it. I've just met it and I love it.
yeah, like you would know this thing. You've encountered it before. You also know that it doesn't always look like this. When going into new settlements or in like major settlements, it has the ability to cast minor illusion on itself. So it looks like a horse or two horses, depending on how
Yeah.
the thing is. But
Like,
in this,
Theon is familiar with this, but I personally, Space, am meeting it for the first time, and I
Yes.
love it.
I just remember, like, I did not mention that it was a mechanical creation.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it does have this ability, but yes, it is a mechanical creation. Which is currently residing, like, almost up in, like, an S pose. Like, reclined upwards, like, inactive. And you can see that they've just really not bothered basically flicking the switch that makes it look like an animal. But given how technologically advanced this caravan appears to be, this is not a feat that is particularly worth talking about for them. So they're probably not even aware of it, like aware that it is strange.
Given how cold it is, it would probably be more strange if it was an actual horse.
Yeah.
I'm so bad for that horse.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're watching them do this, there is a soft sound beside you as Roctillion pushes almost through this wall of snow, dusts himself off. It is the snow around, like where it's been allowed to settle, is taller than this kobold at this point. So while he's able to follow the paths of most people, sometimes he just has to go through. And so he's batting snow out of his face. Don't be sad. And he's looking up at you, Wick. Don't be sad. We'll look after ya. Promise.
I'll smile at Roctillion. I'll look wistfully at the two individuals who I've only known for a couple of days now, but already feel like I've already feel like close friends with.
You spent several months with them, definitely. That's how it feels.
Yeah. It's weird that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird how
But
time works.
Yeah. Having undergone sort of life-threatening quests with them, it feels like I've known them for a lot longer. But I will smile thankfully at Roctillion.
Thanos and Armadale come out to see you off. Thanos no longer wearing the green jumper, but is curiously just in that same leather duster that he was normally wearing, seemingly unfazed by the drop in temperature. Similarly, Armadale doesn't seem to be phased either, just kind of stepping through. Not delicately walking through the snow, but very precisely walking through the snow. Armadale is the first to speak. You best be wary on the road. Many things have been afoot lately. We still haven't managed to catch that creature that attacked us, though I doubt it will be returning in this weather. You try to stay away from goblins, won't you? You know, the goblins that attacked you?
I'm kind of like,
I was like,
look a little
I'm not
bit
being
bashful and kind of like shrug slightly. Well, I mean, considering we seem to attract trouble wherever we go, we'll try our best, all things considered.
Well, you have fun in the big city. You're going to have quite a few. And if a Warforged could smile, you get the sense she would be. A few interesting encounters, to be sure. I don't imagine you lot have spent that much time in the city.
Theola's face is just like completely blank, deadpan. Like, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Very well. Athanos is going to just kind of like incline his head. Know that you're welcome here, should you choose to return. You've done enough for us. I consider you honorary members of Carrok Outpost. Though, his gaze is going to shift to you, Umbra. Perhaps you could avoid sneaking into a man's chambers when he's all alone.
I will make sure that doesn't happen.
I was gonna say, at that I kind of like cock my hip slightly and put like a hand on the other side and kind of shake my head. You're asking a mighty big favor of me, but the most I can give you is no promises. And I kind of give a bright smile.
Theola's still in that absolute deadpan. It's like, I will make sure that does not happen.
There's a moment.
Sneaking.
Sorry, Sage, what were we saying?
I was going to say, sneaking into men's chambers is what Umbra does best.
Tell me Wick sends that as a thought to everyone. Just like this
Wick is
broadcast.
To the entire camp.
Wick is too oblivious to make a joke like.
Dang it! Okay. Avedas, in response to you, Umbra, is going to, not threateningly, but very obviously, put one hand to his hip where there are like two of the daggers resting. Well, I always know how to show my guests a good time. Perhaps you should think about that.
I kind of like deflate from that and kind of like go to turn around. Oh, I was just making a joke, but seriously, it's too soon to be making that kind of thing. It only happened not even 24 hours ago. And I kind of like continue mumbling to myself as I kind of turn away.
Meanwhile, Theola's just like, I swear to God, if you do this, I will pretend I do not know you. I will not know your name anymore.
Do not fuck the Snake Man. Do not fuck the Snake Man. We're putting that out there.
Fuck the Snake Man! He was talking about fucking other people in the land they're about to go to. He wasn't making any kind of pass at the Snake Man.
Okay, to be fair, I did not know that. Second of all, it's just really, really funny.
Pass at him. He was just joking that he was gonna get up to good old antics TM in the big city.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, Theola's gonna be so mortified. No matter what happens.
Okay. With that, the cart is packed and ready to go. You have time for one last goodbye before you will leave Carrok Outpost behind. For how long, you're not sure, but it might be a little bit. Though, with the current state of things, you're not sure how much longer Carrok Outpost has. Finding this merchant is going to be important. Is there anything you would like to say or do before you leave?
Just go and give a very polite, professional handshake to Wick and thank them for saving their life that one time.
I'll return the handshake. I will. I'll take a piece of. Because you know, because I can't speak to them. I'll do something which I don't do very often. I'll take a piece of parchment, and I will write on it.
Oh.
But after deliberating for a while about what to actually write, I'll simply write thank you on the piece of parchment and a small monogram of a moth, and I'll pass it to them.
Oh. Thank you.
Then I will take my I'll take my hat and hold it to my chest and give a deep bow.
Yeah, Theola will absolutely give a very formal bow back.
Okay. With that, the mechanical contraption comes to life, this whirring of cogs and gears. As it settles down, its pointed feet kind of cutting through the snow quite delicately. You guys gradually, carefully make your way onto the caravan. It's still quite cool, but being protected from the wind does help. And you begin to leave Carrok Outpost, passing beneath the ruinous arch that kind of precluded your journey in here. Wait. As they go, as they trundle out of sight, you hear something soft, barely there on the edges of the wind, and I would like you to give me your last perception check for the time.
Oh boy.
Why do you say it like that?
My last perception check.
Be afraid. Everyone be afraid.
That's a 17.
It's soft and sweet, and you could almost swear it sounds like a birdsong. And that is where the story will unfortunately have to pause for the time being.
We love a good cliffhanger.
Oh yes. Thankfully, you don't have to wait too long. Okay. So, you travel. The sun rising, falling. Takes you 2 to 3 days traveling through the snow, the constant crunch of the wheels and of this creature stepping through it. The mood is a somber one, quiet, calm, each of you consumed with your own thoughts. It is a relief when you get to the edge of the forest, when you finally cross the border into Talman, where the weather is much more temperate, where there is warmth, and the wind doesn't feel like it's biting at your skin any longer. It feels like you've stepped into spring. Just need to roll something.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. You're fine and safe and good. So, again, it takes a couple of days. The journey to Talman is quite a long one. But on your way, when you make camp, well, not really camp, more of like pit stop, you hear the sounds of fighting. The ring of steel on steel, the sound of curses being thrown, and something not quite human screeching in pain.
Oh, Theola anxiety levels up to 11 already.
Yeah, dang.
They are cowering. They are hiding.
Sage.
Yes.
At this moment, something is attacking you. Something big. Something with a lot of pointy teeth. Something more bear-like than you'd like it to be.
The narrative.
That's a good way of describing it.
As far as like on a scale of puppy to bear, it's far closer to bear than you want. So, what does the party see as they come to investigate you? Investigate this noise. What do they see?
Okay. So, currently tussling with this large, sort of hound or bear-like beast, is this this absolutely tiny individual, raising a trident defensively. Their skin is this sort of burnt, ruddy orange. They have wavy black hair. They're wearing this ruffled shirt and waistcoat that look completely out of place on someone that's, traveling on the road. There is a look in their eyes that is trying to mimic a sort of fierce determination, but actually looks extremely fearful. These sort of green slitted pupils shining through black sclera, and as this beast is bearing down on, they sort of shriek in response. Get back! Get back, you fiend! I warn you, I've read every dueling manual.
I'm fucking dying. Would you like to switch your character? And I will switch the stats.
Yes, I will.
The reason I clarified earlier is for a very important point. Let me fix that so it's a little bit closer. There we go. Everyone, meet Jasper. Jasper, this creature, think dire wolf, but bigger. Kind of sharp, pointed teeth, drool dripping down, growling. What is it called? Brain? We had the stat block. But you see, I am fundamentally unfit to be a DM sometimes. So, I need to look it up.
I will fight you.
Okay, I'm a good DM. Please don't kill me.
Yes, yes, you are.
Let me just... Oh.
A goblin barbarian! Oh my god!
Is that what it is? That is
We have a tank.
No, that's not what it is.
We have a tank!
We finally have a tank!
They don't look much like a tank.
No. Considering they said that they've read every dueling manual, my confidence is not gonna be that strong going in, I'm gonna be real.
They're just a little guy.
So you've got the highest strength of our group. And the highest con.
Strength, the highest intelligence.
And still the
One
highest
moment, I need to get my
intelligence.
monster's
Lowest
charisma. One day Theala's gonna have like the highest stat of something and everyone is gonna be shocked. But I can tell you it's not gonna be strength. Strength is staying right where it is.
Sorry, talk amongst yourselves.
That's so good.
I already was.
Thank you, Rura.
Alright.
Maybe one day I'll see about like taking a point away from strength to put it into something else that makes strength worse.
Listen,
That's not something you can do. Rules as written. But...
I would 100% give you a devil's bargain just to do that because it would be fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Not now, but we will.
Oh, the art's really cute.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really adorable. I freaking love it.
I want to pat them on the head, just be like, hello. With British and all.
It is just very funny to me that like this character is very high intelligence, low strength, and my other character in Sparrow's other campaign is just a himbo.
Yeah, every time I look at your strength, I kind of cry just a little bit for you. I look at your stats and I cry, honestly.
I think I just turned on sticky keys by accident.
Oh no!
These are
I
your
somehow managed
stats
to do
after
signal.
your 4th level S.
Yes. These stats are actually better than the previous campaign I played the All in.
Oh god. You need to show me a picture of your previous stats.
If I can find it, I remember the stats were really similar to this, but we were level 10.
Level 10?
And that was when that DM messaged me. It was like, as your DM, I am demanding you put 2 of your stats at 18.
I mean,
I'm your DM. I
fair.
am telling you to do this.
Jesus. Okay, give
The
me.
other players are like, you know, you're supposed to like drop the lowest number, right? And I'm like, I did.
This hurts me emotionally to see.
Dice do not like me. When it's something that matters, dice, like my rolls, digital or physical dice, will never roll above a 5.
So you generated those stats like the standard rolling method.
Yeah.
That is extremely unfortunate. I'm sorry.
Very
Freaking funny.
It is very funny though.
You know what? It's a bear. Fuck it. We're calling it a bear. I cannot find the stat block for it. I'm really sorry. If it's too strong, I'll nerf it. But we're calling it a bear because I'm not going to spend another 10 minutes looking for it.
I'm sure we can take on a bear, which in real life is
Can
like,
we?
in real life is nature's perfect killing machine, but in D&D is just like
My thing
Okay,
is
we
broken.
ball.
I can't type for shit at the moment. I literally cannot
Oh,
type
no.
anything. How do I turn off
God.
sticky keys?
I have no time to Google.
Let me see.
I can't type in
actually.
Google. I
no,
cannot.
we are. We are.
Let's see.
Open the Windows Start menu and go to Settings.
Yeah,
Settings.
So when you're in the Settings,
Yep.
Yeah, and then
go to select Accessibility from the list of settings. You should scroll to the bottom and click Keyboard.
Accessibility. There is no accessibility.
Go to. That's kind of weird if there isn't. Let me go.
Hold on. Ease of access. That might be it.
There should be one called Keyboard on there. Yeah, Keyboard. If you scroll
Keyboard.
down, Keyboard.
Off. Okay,
and then there should be
that's
sticky
off. So why? Okay, let's turn off. See if that. There we go. All right. So what happened was filter keys turned on. Don't know how, but they did. But it seems like it's working now.
Okay. Okay, good.
It wouldn't be a Sparrow stream if it wasn't broken. In some way.
You just got so excited. It's fine.
I think
This
we
is-
can blame.
this is
I
such
think we
a
can blame
minor
Windows for
thing.
that.
Yeah, and this is such a
Okay.
minor thing.
True. I've had pretty good internet, considering. Okay.
And then the internet cuts out immediately.
Why did I say that? That was such a silly thing to say. What is wrong with me? Okay.
Never say can it get worse, because chances are.
Okay. So. I feel like, at this point, we should roll for initiative.
Let's go.
What?
Could everyone please do so?
Dirty 20.
Hell yeah.
Oh, let's see what I got. That is
No,
a
God.
natural 19, so dirty 20.
God dang.
You have to roll to tie break.
Dex modifier, I believe? Like roll Dex to see who tie breaks? I don't know.
Okay.
Rules
Dex-
is written. It's kind
what
of
is
up in
the
the air.
Oh,
I
okay.
think
That would be
Usually
correct.
roll-
Whoever has the, if you
like-
roll the same as somebody else, the higher dex.
That's
Puts you
a house rule, I believe. Usually, when 2 people from like the same team roll the same number, they can choose who gets to go first. Or you can like roll again to see who goes first out of the 2 people who tied.
What would
I
you
might
like
have
to
to check
do?
my DM book later. I don't know. That was a house rule.
I believe it is,
No stress.
but it's like a pretty common house rule.
So, Umbra or Theala? Who goes first?
Umbra, you go first.
Cool. Nice. Thank you. I never usually get to it first, so.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jazz.
Jasper?
I got 8 on initiative, unfortunately.
I'm not the one rolling lowest. I'm sorry for your loss,
Yeah.
but at least usually I'd see if I would always roll so bad.
Not
Okay.
a promising first roll for this character, to be honest.
No.
But get the bad one out the way, so all the rest will be good.
Hopefully.
Okay, so in the interest that you were in combat already at this point, I will say that it is your turn, Jasper, and then it will go back to the
Right.
top of the round. So, what is the first action that Jasper is taking in this campaign?
I could do something flashy, but I think I'll just stick with the basics. Not really having time to think things through, and seeing that this giant, like, ferocious bear is bearing down on me. I'd like to go ahead and attack with my trident.
Okay. Roll for it.
And I'm going to attack recklessly. Actually, I'm going to give myself advantage on this, but attack rolls against me will have advantage until it's done. Lucky I gave myself advantage. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
You know what? Yeah, no, that'll hit. Go on. Roll damage.
It
It would have been really funny if I said.
the bear cast shield.
Even with shield. Let's be fair. Even with shield. No. you
That's going to be 9 piercing damage.
Okay. So you kind of, as it lunges, you drop down and jab forward right underneath, and you like hear it make this horrible gurgly noise as it roars in pain.
How do you like that? Oh no, I think it's angrier.
I need Jasper to say motherfucker at some point for the love of all that is holy.
Hi, Jasir.
Why are you like this?
Okay, top of the round, Umbra.
Oh, top of the round!
Yeah, you are.
And I broke the sound barrier at the same time. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. What are you going to do?
So wait. So has the carriage... I'm sorry. Has the carriage stopped, like, in front of this scene unfolding?
I'm going to say it stopped a bit up the road. You heard the sounds of combat, and you came to investigate. I know I kind of, like, pushed that, but...
No, how far
about
am
40
I
feet.
from...
Well,
40
no,
feet.
40 feet from the caravan. About...
Oh no, how far are we from the...
About 20 feet at this point, I would say.
I have 30 feet of speed.
Heck yeah.
What do I want to do?
Space, you're on deck, by the way. That's a really cool thing. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I really like that in Critical Role. I'm a shy.
Yeah, I mean it's a good system, so.
What I might do is let me just check my spells real quick. Man, I always get so confused. My brain was like, AoE spells? I've been playing too much other games. Right, so that's
If your
8.
character suddenly casts Fireball, I'm calling shenanigans.
Oh
Just
no, I
put
don't
that
know.
out there.
Unfortunately, the ones I do know is Shatter and Thunderwave, so it would not be Fireball. Sadly.
All
I
three
wish.
of us cast Fireball.
Okay,
You could use your wish for that. I'm just saying.
let me learn.
All 3 of us,
No,
including the
You
barbarian,
can cast
Fireball.
Fireball once.
No, I'm gonna save my wish.
Probably wise. Let's not break my campaign this early, yeah?
Nah, I'm gonna save that for when it's gut-wrenchingly sad. It'd be like, I wish to make it worse. No, thank you. I sometimes say things and I don't expect laughter, so I appreciate this. I'm going to move, so I'm 10 feet away, so I'm gonna move 10 feet. I'm gonna kind of like try and peer around the creature to see Jasper and kind of say, well, hold on. I think we'll help you. Like, I don't really know what to say because we're in the middle of combat, I guess. And
What are we? Are we helping?
I guess. I kind of shrug towards.
You don't have to.
Jasper.
You can stand by.
I'll be fine.
I'm gonna kind of like look up and down and kind of be like, I mean,
This is the longest 6 seconds.
yeah, this is the longest thing. I'm gonna cast Shatter like far enough away that it will only catch, because it's a 10-foot radius, so only catch the Did you say it's a bear?
Yeah. Big grizzly bear.
I've seen 6 second intervals in JoJo that have lasted shorter than this.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast.
You're
Shatter.
not wrong.
Okay, what do I need to do? Is there a save I need to do for Shatter? Or
It is a Constitution
The
saving
con save,
throw.
okay.
I only know because I also have Shatter.
Let's go.
All
Let's
right.
both cast Shatter and end this entire bear's career.
So roll a 15 plus 3, so 18.
Okay. So you're gonna take half damage.
Hit me.
That'd be 13. God, it's a fucking odd number. Just round it down to the like lower side because you won. So I don't know what half of 13 is.
You know what
You're
I'm
gonna
doing?
have to like
6.
6,
do the
yeah.
math.
I was about
Yeah,
to do
make
math.
it 6. I was gonna say it's too early for me to do maths, but considering I woke up at like 8 p.m, I'm considering this early.
Meanwhile,
so-
Space is over here at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Excuse you, it's 5 a.m. Thank
My
you.
bad. My bad. I'm so
So
sorry.
that.
Sorry, no, we just had daylight savings time, so we skipped forward an hour.
Oh, I'm gonna have daylight savings for another 2 weeks. And then I'm gonna take 6 damage. Thumbs up. Be like, well, considering we're here, we might as well help out lest you be taken down by such a fearsome beast. And I'm gonna turn towards Theala and be like, well, might as well give you a little bit of help, and I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on you
Nice. Nice.
as my bonus action, so everyone's aware.
So,
Okay.
Umbra, you turn, and as you do this very graceful roll of movement, almost like that glitter shower all around you, and accordingly, it's not the word I mean.
I
Like
just
similarly,
blow sand in your eyes.
I was going to say a glitter shower falls over.
Yeah, it's like sand,
Just-
like the true sand. I'm just gonna blow sand in your eyes and you're gonna be inspired. It'll be fine.
You know what? I have glasses. It's fine.
It's a good kind of sand. The bad kind of sand is what the enemies get.
Is that your turn?
And yeah, I'm not gonna bother moving. I'll regret that later. I'll end my turn.
Okay,
I've already
Diala,
taken enough
you're
time.
up. What do you What do you want to do?
I am going to move the whole like 6 inches it takes for me to see the bear.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Heck yeah. Also, Jasper, you are on deck after the bear. Alright, roll the hit.
That is a natural 18, so 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll me some damage.
Oh my god, one of my spells worked. Of course it's this
Yay!
character. It's this character and not the cleric.
See, aren't you glad that I had to skip the session yesterday so that you would actually be able to hit something in this session?
That is 7 damage.
Okay.
Maybe? I don't know.
So, 7... What type of damage is that again? Just magic damage? Like, is there an element associated with it? I can
Force
never remember.
damage.
Force, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's force damage.
I never remember. Okay. Is that your turn?
That sure is.
Okay. This beast roars in fury, shaking the earth. This kind of like fur bristling out, teeth dripping, blood-stained saliva, as it is going to make a multi-attack. It is going to attack you, Jasper, because you're in front of it.
And it has advantage on its attacks because of reckless attack.
Okay, good news, it's not a natural 20. Bad
That's
news,
good
it's a
news.
natural 19.
Okay. Well,
which means it will
if
be
the
a
total
20.
was above a 14,
Yeah.
that'll hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me check its damage stats.
Jasper
one with
dies, and
its
then Wick comes
bites.
running out of the forest.
One. Okay. 6 points of piercing damage as a.
Okay.
Instead of, because I rolled the wrong damage, it's going to lean forward and sink its teeth into you.
Oh.
Its second attack. It's actually going to swipe at you, Umbra.
What? No.
Yeah, because you hit it, and you hit it hard. So, and you're within range.
Fuck, I should have. You know when I said I should move?
That's what
but I
you
was
get for moving.
It's what I get for not moving.
That is a dirty 20 to hit. I had to think about
Why
that
did it
for a
have to be
second.
dirty? Could it at least have been clean? No, it's fine.
Do you want it to be a critical hit?
No.
Are you insane?
That will go through. That will hit. That will hit.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, please don't hurt me.
I'm going to hurt you.
Emotionally or physically? That's
Both.
the issue.
10 points of slashing damage.
10?
Yep. 2d6 plus
Christ.
4 with its claws.
Ooh.
Why?
Yep. I rolled 2 3s and you get plus 4 to it.
As long
So
as it's not on my arm.
no,
My
thankfully
character's
it's
suffering
not.
enough.
It is, however, going to go from about hip to shoulder as it.
That's kind of
flashes out.
sexy though.
To each their own. But that is going to be its turn. Jasper, you're up. Umbro, you're on deck.
Ouch.
I am going to. Okay, I'm gonna shout, "Get back!" And I'm gonna push my. I'm gonna cross my. I'd like the bear to make a strength saving throw, please.
Yep, but you did cut out, so I didn't actually hear what you said you were going to do. So, strength saving throw, I can do that, but what were you doing?
Yes. Well, I haven't actually said what I'm gonna do, but I think it might be more funny if I don't say yet.
Okay, so that's a 9 plus... Don't judge me for using a calculator, it's late. That is a 13 altogether.
Damn it. So nothing happens.
Dang it!
I sort of like thrust my palm forward and I see it doesn't work. I tried a few times. I'm like, that was supposed to look really cool. And then I'm gonna go for another trident attack with my action.
Roll for it.
I'm going to attack recklessly again in the hopes that I can like goad it into focusing on me.
Go for it.
So that is going to be 15.
15 will hit. 2 damage.
Well, this should be a D8 because I'm wielding it in 2 hands. What about that? That's going to be 4 piercing damage.
Oh, piercing. Nice. Okay. You've been fighting this thing for a while. It's not been an easy fight, but it has been a sort of long one. So even now, you can see it's sort of getting a bit bloody, getting a bit exhausted with the fight, but it still, for some reason, wants to eat you. Is that your turn?
I'll say, I keep telling you I don't taste good.
If only
that
you
is going
spoke
to be the end
back.
of my turn.
Okay. Alright, Umbra. You are up. Top of the round. What are you going to do now that you're bleeding?
Why?
Possibly wise, but I feel like a proper action plan might help in this situation better than
Yeah.
emotion. But
I just
don't let
want
me
to check.
tell you what to do.
So if I try and move, will it try and instigate an attack?
Yes. It will get an opportunity attack on you.
Cool. Okay, well, first off, I'm going to try and do... So, wait, is it within 5 feet of me then?
Yes.
I'm going to attack it with my scimitar then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
That's an 11.
That is a glancing blow. So go ahead and roll damage. For people in chat, if because this is not an established rule, this is a house rule. If you meet the creature's AC, you beat it, but it damage is halved. So, what is the damage?
So it's only gonna be 2 slashing because
Altogether or 1?
No, it's I got a 4, so halve it to 2.
2 slashing.
So 2 slashing, and then I have a really funny bonus action called Rabbit Hop.
Yep.
So I'm gonna Rabbit Hop 10 feet as my bonus action, because it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Why?
So I'm gonna jump the full 10 feet. So I'm out of opportunity, and then move back a further 20 just to be safe. Because I'm bleeding. I'm hurt. I'm gonna look towards Theala and be like, I'm sorry, I rushed in without a proper plan.
Theala, you're up. What are you gonna do?
How far away is this bear? Because I have not moved from the caravan.
If you've not moved from the caravan, you could not have hit it with Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so I definitely moved at some point.
Yeah, you've moved close enough. I would say it is about 30 feet from you.
Fantastic. I'm gonna try Shatter.
Go for it.
Well, it's a con save. You're probably gonna beat it.
Don't be too sure.
We'll still deal half damage on a success, so...
That is an 11.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That is the con save.
No.
God damn it. Okay.
Half damage. Oh god, I need 3d8. Hello.
Also, Jasper, you're on deck.
One of these twice.
Okay.
Let's see, 11 and... So, half of 17. What, 8?
I will do that now. I think so, yeah. 8.5, so yeah, 8. Ooh, okay. A resounding crack of sound. You see the bear kind of flinch and huddle in on itself, its fur mangled and brittle. It's still standing, but it is not looking healthy. It is not looking good. I am going to roll. Interesting. Okay. So, the bear... that was your turn. I'm sorry. Was that it? Yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
The bear is going to turn. It is going to take the dodge action, and it is going to attempt to run as fast and as far as it can. So, not dodge, disengage.
What direction?
It is heading towards the forest, away from you guys.
Okay.
Is anyone going to try and stop it?
No. I'll shake my fist and say, and don't come back!
Oh my god.
That's adorable.
Adorable.
Fuck. Okay. So, it begins to run. In the interests of not spending the next 20 minutes going through turns having this thing be let go, are you letting it go? Or are you going to hunt it down?
So long as it looks like it's actually fleeing and just
it is on
reposition.
if I were to represent health numerically on a range from 1 to 50, it's on a 2. It's going. It would be at a 2 or 50. Yeah.
I'm going to watch it intently as it runs to make sure it's actually out of sight, and then I'm going to sort of plant my trident on the ground, lean on it heavily, and take deep breaths.
Okay. Well done. We will say you are now out of it as it flees into the forest.
I swear the forest has been getting more dangerous recently.
I'll kind of can I wait, I need to actually check how many. Fuck, I forgot what spell slots. I only used 1, right? Because I immediately got attacked. Can I cure wounds myself quickly, considering I'm bleeding?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Yeah, you should stop doing that.
Well, I got back 5 of my points, so that's good.
Very nice.
Okay, that I'm feeling kind of like letting my kind of like almost like these like little mini like lotus like petals like flow out of my hands as they wash over me, and I just kind of breathe slightly like, remind me next time to have a proper plan before I run headfirst in to try and save someone from a bear. And I kind of look towards the Arla like, nice eldritch blast, by the way.
Thank you. And they just look super unsure of that praise.
I'm gonna look towards Jasper like, well, at least it decided to run away. I guess 3 against 1 is quite intimidating after a while, and I'll kind of like still be like somewhat clutching my chest as I try and like regain my senses.
Man, that was amazing. You're heroes, right? Sorry. You came to save me out of the kindness of your own heart.
What?
Just looks very pointedly at Umbra without saying a word.
I kind of like nervously
Guys?
kind of shrug. I'm like, I know, I just
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank you, GM Workshop.
Thank you, GM Workshop.
I did point out in chat.
Yeah.
Well, in shitpost.
Uh,
Anyway, welcome GM Workshop.
welcome in. Hi, how you doing? Is that going to work?
The funny thing is, about 2 minutes ago, I put in our shitpost chat. I was like, oh, it's almost time for the GM Workshop raid.
Yes, I was. It doesn't matter. Hello, welcome in. It's so good to see you. I hope you can forgive my voice. I am currently quite sick.
losing it.
Yeah. So I absolutely lost it on Friday and actually yesterday. So yes, hope your streaming game is going fine. I have to run and get my kids ready. Absolutely no stress. Thank you so much for trusting us with your community. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome. The party has just met a brand new companion, the young, indomitable Jasper. So we're having this personal encounter as they've saved them from a... Well, would you say saved? Sage?
Nah,
I think
away.
I think Jasper
It
had
certainly
it.
feels like certainly feels like they were saved.
Sorry to have distracted.
No, it's
Please
fine.
No,
continue.
that's right.
I'm going to have a small moment
Sparrow,
of crisis.
don't forget what I said earlier. You are the stream host.
Yep.
You
We're
can
okay.
make those decisions.
I can. It's okay. So,
I look at them wide-eyed and say, "You're heroes, right? What are your names? I need to write this down." And I'm going to take out a huge red leather-bound book and a quill, and start writing furiously.
I'm going to kind of like fully like brush myself down a bit now and kind of like grimace at the fact that my lovely outfit is already getting ruined once more. I assure you I'm anything but a hero, but I mean, considering the last few days we've had and the people we've lost, I would rather not just leave some poor person to just be wasted away by a wild creature like that. Should we walk back to the carriage before anything else arrives? I would sorely be upset if my outfit gets further damage.
Yes, please.
Yes, of course. But you're on a journey and you saw a person in need and you decided to help them. That makes you a hero, at least in the dramatic sense.
I kind of like give a resigned shrug. Whatever you say. Oh, and you asked for names, right? And I kind of give like a short bow. Umbra, Valen, Diluculum. Just Umbra is also fine. I guess it's a pleasure.
You, what's your name? The spellcaster.
Oh. And so it just is like a very low, I was like, Sigala, and then birds start chirping and you never hear the last name. The anime truck that drives by, so you never hear it.
Okay.
This is really exciting. I'm doing research. You see, I've gone out to the field. I'm chronicling the deeds of brave heroes, like the legendary figures of old. I'm an author, you see, and it's sort of my area of expertise.
Wait, you say so you know a lot about history and things then, right?
Well, yes, I've studied history, my whole life, really, with a focus on religion and mythology, and especially stories about great heroes and people of renown. Like yourself.
I kind of like briefly, like while I was like thinking and listening, and then being called a renowned hero, I kind of bark out like this proper bellied laugh. I'm sorry. I don't mean for it to come across as mocking, but like I said before, I'm nothing of a hero, so forgive me. It just tickled me ever so slightly, but regardless of whether you see me as a hero or not, I was wondering then if you would know anything about this, and I kind of like very much like hold out my hand to show like the golden marking that we had received.
Like, while this is going on,
Yes.
Theala's like pretty pale to begin with, but at the thought of being called a hero, they are just like beet red.
See, there's two different ways. I'm definitely not a hero, and this is fucking hilarious, and my days, I'm being called a hero?
Theala just like, please leave my name out of your tales. Do not put my name in there.
Last name not heard.
So, Jasper, you don't initially recognize this. It's curious, sure. And as you you lean forward, you almost reach up one hand to take a look, and as you do, it's almost like lightning arcs between your fingertips. As beneath, are you wearing gloves? I can't remember. Sorry, my brain just
I think I would be wearing gloves, but if I felt something in my hand, I'd probably take it off to have a look.
Okay. Yeah, you feel something begin to, not painfully, but it's like somebody's dragging their fingertip, kind of pressing in around your wrist and across your palm. And it's quite uncomfortably warm.
I'm gonna take the glove off immediately and have a look.
As you do, the thing, my notes come back. I will point out it is nearly 11:30 p.m. for me. So, and I have had 1 hour's sleep.
Ooh.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm gonna get yelled at.
we can stop the session whenever we want.
No, I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
Please.
We'll get to the end of this. Okay.
What is the end?
You will understand when we get to it. Okay, yeah. So, curiously, where Umbra's and the others are this beautiful line of thin gold wrapping around, yours is different. Yours is gold, yes, but it's thicker, like a golden thread that has been plucked from the center of your palm and is now wrapped around, almost like the beginnings of like a lasso.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like where the others had like very not thin, but like maybe like a fingertip width. Yours is a good like thumb width. And it kind of traces itself down.
What did you... I've never seen magic like this. Is this... Didn't look like a spell. Did you do that?
No, well, I guess considering you have one similar, then tell me, did you have a dream within the last few days, or within the last week, that consisted of, I guess, a kind of calamitous-like event battle?
Did I?
Sorry.
Bless you. Or unless it was a cough.
It was a cough, but thank you.
Bless you.
Curiously, you did not. You have not had any dreams in the last... Wait.
You do not dream.
You do dream, but you've not had any particularly notable dreams.
Not that I remember. I mean, usually I write down all the dreams that I have, so I remember them as best I can, but I don't know. I feel like if I had a dream, I would write it down as soon as I woke up. Sorry.
Well, that's most interesting. I mean, most of us that we've crossed paths with that have had the similar-esque marking, we've all had this somewhat harrowing vision of a kind of end of days kind of situation, but to know that you haven't kind of, I guess, muddles things a little, but nonetheless, it looks like you be stuck with us while we try and figure this out, as I'm probably going to guess that you're dying to know why we have them, and I must respond. We don't know. I mean, I at least had a terrible dream and woke up with it on my hand already. I don't really have much else to offer other than that.
So it's like a curse, or an omen, or something else entirely. This is fascinating. I need to make a sketch of this. Hold on. I'm furiously drawing this symbol in my chronicle. So you had a dream about a fateful prophecy, and then you woke up with this mark on your arm, and now I have this mark too, which means, oh no, why? Do I have a destiny? No, that can't be right. I'm just here to write. But I mean, could I go with you? I mean, if you let me. I mean, I left home to chronicle the deeds of great heroes, and if I travelled with you, I could write down all of your deeds for my chronicle, and then other people would read about them in the future, and we could figure out what this mark means.
I kind of take a moment to process everything, maybe rub my temple slightly with one of my hands and kind of let out a sigh. Well, you can come with us to talk to the rest of our band. We're currently hitching a lift from some kind folk, so I guess we'll have to take it up with them, but please, don't call me a hero. I just kindly ask that you can chronicle whatever you like. Write about me however you want, but just don't refer to me as a hero, please. And I kind of give this kind of dangerous smile before I turn on my heel and start marching off back towards the carriage.
All right. Okay. Oh, I didn't tell you my name. I'm Jasper Caithness, author, historian, and anthropologist. But my friends and family call me Nessie.
What did you say? Not allowed. That's too cute. Holy shit.
That's so...
Okay, I'm fine. That's adorable. Okay. It's about at this point that you get back within range of Wouldnt and the others. Unfortunately, when they see you approaching, Goblin at your side, you see Adan reach for his axe.
Do I see this, or does
Yes,
see this,
everybody sees this. It's not being subtle.
I'm gonna hold my hands up. Don't worry, it's nothing dangerous. We haven't tracked anything back to you guys this time. I assure you, I promise. We have picked up a new straggler that wants to follow us, I guess, but I assure you, it's not like the last time where we tried to infiltrate the camp and I failed to distract everyone and we got chased out by a bunch of goblins.
All the time before that, when
all the
you
time
brought
before
more
that,
enemies back to us.
when we brought more Yes, I know. But this time, I assure you, we only bring back some rather chatty but seemingly not all quite unpleasant company. And I kind of throw like a look back to Jasper. You're not actually going to attack us, are you?
Well, no. I was only out looking for food, really. I won't take up much space. I'm very light, and I'm good at keeping very quiet. I say extremely loudly.
Adan looks at you, just like that long look.
The Theo just kind of like steps in just very quietly to Adan. It's like he was being attacked by a very large bear, and he's alone.
Adan looks at you. You did always have a habit of picking up strays. Fine. Fine. And he's gonna hook the axe back on his belt. But don't come crying to me. Actually, and he looks at you. I don't know.
If this one dies.
If this one does. I don't know. Are you a fighter? Or do you just beat people to death with your book?
Oh, I've never tried that before. Well, I fight a little. I'm really more of a scholar, but I can help defend the cart if we're attacked.
Adan looks you up and down. Well, that could be worse. Thanks, Space. Alright. As long as you don't object to being used as bait if we get attacked, you're welcome here. At least you're a more acceptable height. And he's going to turn, and there is a long moment when he makes eye contact with you, Thiala, and he's going to walk past you. There's just like a long moment of
short kings only.
At this point, Bowden
to be this tall.
No one ever does, but at the very least, you wear it well. I think. Is that a compliment to tall people? I never know.
I don't know. I don't know. I've never gotten compliments before.
A sly grin crosses his face. You've never gotten compliments before?
No.
Well, that promises to be very entertaining, doesn't it? He's going to look over at you.
Why?
No reason.
Why?
No reason. And he's going to offer his hand to you, Jasper. Bowden, Ironheart. At your service.
I'm gonna shake it. Jasper Caithness, or Nessie for short.
Nessie!
You're fucking cute.
I've heard that name before.
Probably a coincidence.
Probably, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, it's gotta be. No way you'd be the same one. But, welcome in. Make yourself at home, don't touch the horse.
Right.
It should be noted at this point, you do not see a horse. At all.
I'm gonna whisper to Thiala. What horse does he mean?
Means the horse. Don't touch it, for real.
I have this extremely puzzled look on. I'm not gonna. But given the seriousness of the situation, I'm not gonna question further.
Don't touch it.
Oof, okay. So, given that my vision just went so blurry, and,
Oh my gosh, please go lay down.
yeah, and my throat is really, really
Go
sore.
to sleep.
That is
Go get
the
some
plan.
rest.
That is
Go
the
get
plan.
some
That is the plan.
sleep.
I really hate to do it after such a lovely raid. Thank you guys for coming in. Absolutely wonderful to meet all of you. I hope to see you again, but I'm really tired. So this is where we will leave
sleep.
the session. Having met the new Jasper, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. The new member of the party, and having had to say goodbye to the old one. Rick wasn't that old. I don't know what else.
No.
I was like the old. No. I'm really tired.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. We had a
Yes.
great time.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Sparrow is
Really
going
cool.
to go to sleep now.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I have to find somebody to raid, and I've got to wait for the ad to be over so I can say goodbye to all the people.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh my god, do I
see.
have to buy more gift subs so people don't have ads?
I mean, I am broke. No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. Jesus Christ. Grizzly's live. Crit and
Oh.
Miss is now live.
buddy? Anyway, you guys should totally join the Discord so you can see pictures of my hideous cat that activated partway through session.
And so you can see a shit post in time.
Also that, yes.
Alright. I think we'll, unless you guys have any objections, we might go and raid Grizzly.
Okay.
I got none objections.
Okay, so, couple of things before we go. Thank you so much for being here. Let me do... So you know, I am an Arkenforge affiliate, so if you want to get $5 off of the 2 main products, I believe, you can use my code. And I get paid $5 too.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I am. I just keep forgetting to talk about it.
I learn something new every stream.
But yeah, if you're interested, do feel free to do so. I use Arkenforge for a lot of maps. I'm still learning it, but it's really, really handy. Next thing, do check out both Peachy and Space.
You don't have to
Because
say
they're
that. I'm not even streaming at the moment. I'm on like extended accidental hiatus.
So
Meanwhile, I have a very long weekend coming up next week, so I might be streaming again for the first time in
Hey!
months.
hey, definitely go
Maybe-
check that out.
Maybe I'll
Wait,
finally
yeah.
catch up on. Maybe I'll finally catch up on 14.
Hey.
What server do you stream on?
Check out Fiala's stream.
I'm gonna
Otherwise,
say I have to see what
yeah, check out Space's stream. Otherwise, you.
Is there any way they can check you out? Sage? Any way they can support you?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
I'm gonna figure out something for you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get you all like throne pages so people can buy you shit. I've got it. We've got to do it. Yeah, okay. There was something else. Can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, I will be live tomorrow, but I will not be live with D&D. I will be live with Final Fantasy Online, assuming I have a voice. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. We're gonna go raid Grizzly Gaming, who is another Australian D&D streamer. Send him some love. I'm sorry this is a really balked ending. My brain's just like... I have
Your
this...
brain said,
Oh, it's
I'm
a good-
gonna wait too long.
it's a
I'm
good place
shutting
to leave
down
off.
immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
Good place to
Okay.
end the session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not on the same cliffhanger as I was hoping, but... Alright, so, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to look after yourselves, drink water, eat food, take your meds, unlike me. And do not lick the demon that you summoned to piss off your neighbors. As we all know, consent is consexy, and I will see you all not next week for D&D, but the week after for the next episode of Taeve's Tales. Maybe you'll get more shipping in that episode, I don't know. But I will see you there. Bye!
Maybe we'll just get.
Thank you, Sparrow. Thank you, chat.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for the follow! There we go.
I'll go lay down.
Okay, yeah. Can you guys
You
say
did
hi for
it.
me with Grizzly?
Yeah.
Please. I just do not have the mental capacity. Let me
Just be like, I'm